Welcome back to Tag 'em and Bag 'em, everybody. Jay, as always, along with Jackie, we're here, and today we've got Himbo Slice himself.
Hey.
Remington Roar, straight from the Sedgwick County Zoo.
Yeah, they let me on probation out for this, so pretty happy about it.
We went to the zoo and we were trying to figure out where it is you stay. Actually,
So the gorilla exhibit?
Okay,
I said that.
I'll say the big jungle gym is where they usually keep me at.
Nice.
So I'm pretty happy there. I get my workout in. I get my daily dose of grains and fruits, so I'm good.
See, I think if I stayed in the zoo, I would have to either sleep with the otters or the gophers.
The otters would be kind of rough. I've heard around the zoo they're pretty mean.
Really?
So, yeah, pretty aggressive guys.
Oh, maybe that's a bad idea, huh? I'm like a Disney princess, though. I see an animal, I just want to touch it. I don't care what it's like.
Start singing to him? Okay.
Exactly,
yeah, sure.
Exactly.
Yes, and he has. He's cleared our back fence. There were some armadillos in the neighbor's backyard. He cleared it, and at 40...
Hurdled it.
I didn't know he could still do that, so I was very impressed. But then he's over there in the dark, literally petting a wild armadillo. I was like, what?
Some people always got that druidic magic. That's how that goes. It's like, can't you hear them talking? I can't. You just got to open your ears better, I guess.
Yeah, I'm like that little girl that they had online. I'm going to pet that dog.
He got really excited. They announced that Kansas has bears. Mm-hmm. And he got stupid excited. He was like, oh my God, we need a picnic table. Because there's a video, and I don't know if it's in Colorado or if the dude is Russian, but he's got a picnic table, and he's making peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and the bear reaches over. And it's an actual, big, huge grizzly bear. Reaches over, and the guy slaps his hand.
Says, no, you wait.
And the bear literally just puts his hands down, like, I'm sorry.
It's like so full, Yogi Bear style.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm like, Jay's going to try this. And I'm going to come home to pieces going, what happened? He was trying to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
It's just a peanut butter and a jar of honey. That's just, so it's like, they'll show up, I swear. I got to make new friends.
That's what he's doing. I mean, he buys peanuts just to give to the animals outside. And the animals are so weird these days. Like, we had a bird that came up not too long. It was last summer.
It was last summer, yeah.
That was just jumping on our nephew's feet and wouldn't leave and was just playing around.
We were walking around the backyard.
Well,
just following us around.
Animals are so crazily domesticated now. I always think about even when I was a kid when my mom was going to WSU, and there's an area of Wichita State that has all the hyper socialized squirrels that you can just feed them out of your hand. And they're just like used to it. They're fat as hell, but they're happy. They're like, oh, let's roll up, and then they're like, oh, sweet, more food for the humans, and then just.
Well, I mean, you got raccoons now begging like homeless people. They hold their hands out and then they're good. And I'm like, this is crazy. It's a little wild.
That explains that tall, furry man in the trench coat that asked me for $4. It's raccoons.
It's raccoon. It could, or a skunk.
Or a skunk.
Depends on how close you got.
A very tall skunk, or two skunks, maybe, yeah.
Well, I mean, you see the great outdoors, they stack each other
that's
and
true.
Put a coat on. They're going in to buy
groceries. Is this a wrestler or just 3 raccoons in a trench coat? We'll never know.
We'll
never know.
Well, welcome. We have been wanting to have you on an episode of a podcast for a good long while.
I'm glad to be here. I know I'm usually traveling around a lot, so it's hard for me to get scheduled places.
You just got back from Australia. How was that?
Yeah, that was a blast. Australia was cool. It was kind of a super happenstance call because originally I was supposed to go over. Oh, how long was it? I guess almost 2 years ago, because I was supposed to have almost a 2-month Japan tour and then a 3-week tour in Australia. But the money book got a little shifted in Japan, so it turned into a 5-person tour into a 2-person tour, and I was sadly on the cutting block.
Oh.
But it's okay. Things happen for a reason. But I went over to Australia. My buddy Joel Bateman, who runs Deathmatch Down Under down there, was like, he hit me up on, when was it? Sunday night, and was like, hey man, what are you doing next weekend? And I was like, originally had that booking in Mulvane. Mm-hmm. And I was like, well, I got a booking Friday, but nothing over the weekend. I was like, why? I was like, you're asking me Australia things, I'm guessing. And he's like, well, we're having our deathmatch tournament, and all of our American guys fell through. And he's like, you're one of the dudes who always shows up. Do you want to come fly out and wrestle in Australia? I was like, yeah. Are you kidding me? I was like, sure. I was like, it's for Tag Team Dream, right? And he's like, yeah. I was like, yeah. I was like, I don't know who I'm tagging with, but I don't care.
Wow.
So, came out for that and went 3 rounds in the tournament, lost in the finals. But, hometown heroes, dude, they had the entire home field advantage. And came out pretty unscathed. I got swanton bombed off a truck through a piece of it was glass, me, and then a door. Swanton bombed off that. So
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I know you love this stuff.
Right.
I really do. What town was this in?
Adelaide.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So I've heard it's gorgeous.
Yes. It's wintertime over there. But wintertime over there, it's 60 degrees and sunny. It's perfect. I was so mad coming back. I was like, oh man, nighttime's like 50 degrees. Like during the day, it gets maybe to like 64. And I come back here, I'm like, oh my God, I'd come back to San Francisco. Even San Francisco, I was mad about though, because like it was cold in San Francisco. It was like 65, and then I come back over here, I'm like, why is it 97 and humid in Kansas?
Yeah, 105, and everybody's just sweating.
Yeah.
Air conditioners are giving out. Well, I'm glad you got to go. That sounds like an amazing. I don't know. It wasn't a very long trip. It was a short trip. Though,
It was
right?
it was a very happenstance, just like burst of like, hey, you're gonna be here for the tournament, and I was like, I tried to figure out with, my regular day schedule. I'm like, I can only be here for like maybe 2 days, like full time. I'm here for the show, which it was supposed to be 3 days, but the Denver airport during the summertime is the worst thing in the world.
Oh no!
Because I got stuck in the Denver airport for, God, how long was that? Like 16 hours.
Oh my God!
Because I missed my connector flight because of the storms all over Denver airport.
Oh,
so flying from Wichita to there, I got put back 3 hours when it was supposed to be a 45-minute flight. Missed the connector flight, got stuck there, had to wait for the San Francisco connection to open up the next morning next afternoon at 3:45. So supposed to get there leave Wednesday, get to Australia on Friday. Ended up leaving Wednesday, getting to Australia on Saturday. So I literally got to Melbourne, took another hour flight to Adelaide, got off the plane, 20-minute drive, went straight to the show.
Oh my God!
And that's how we do it, boys and girls.
You talk about jet lag. I'd have been done.
Nah, I strangely don't ever get jet lag.
Really?
No, even my Tokyo trip, which is a 19-hour flight, I got there in I guess probably 8 or 9 p.m. It's ready to go.
Man,
I got it when I went to London. That one hit me hard, but I had a 2-year-old too.
Oh yeah.
So and that flight was 17 or 18 hours from Chicago.
Damn, why so long?
I don't fucking know.
That's super long. I was like, that's right there.
And we left Christmas Eve, and so we flew, and I flew with a 2-year-old who actually did extremely well.
Yeah.
But the time zone, because I think there's only a 12-hour difference or something like that, 11 to 12-hour difference, but it messed me up for the first 2 days. I was there for 2 weeks, thank God, because if I wasn't, I wouldn't have seen shit.
I will say I'm still kind of like, it's not really jet lag, but it's just kind of like adjusting back to the schedule when I came back, because I couldn't sleep on the flight back, because I'm kind of a wide guy, so I always try to get window seats so I can lean and not lean on somebody. But the second plane had this strange thing where it's like, here's your window, and then it juts out like 4 inches and then goes back in. So I'm like scrunched like this.
Oh no!
And trying not to lean my shoulder into the person next to me because I already am over that armchair too. So I'm like, I couldn't sleep the entire 14-hour flight back.
Just snuggle up next to the person next to you. Like, sorry, we're besties now.
No, I'm still gonna smell like pennies because like even if I wash my stuff, I don't get like a full. If I don't have my regular like care kit at home, or my travel kit, because I can't bring all those liquids and stuff like that on the plane.
Yeah.
I still smell like like blood a lot of the time.
my goodness.
Yeah, I guess that would be. Like, why do you smell like all the coins?
I was like, well, I just I collect them. You see,
They're in my pockets.
I have a strange connector block, like it's all the rings from Sonic kind of thing. You hit me hard enough, I might drop them. Who knows?
That would be hilarious. I mean, a new trick that you need to pull out. Just throwing like rings in the air every time somebody spears you. I think that would be the greatest gimmick ever.
And see, the funniest thing is I'm always like more concerned about the people. Well, there's 2 things. One, people are always like, they see me, if like after a show I don't have time to get to the shower or get to the hotel, I'm like, crimson mask, covered up, cut up and stuff like that. And they look at me, I'm like, oh, don't worry, it's mostly my blood. It doesn't make it a better sentence. They're like, But then I get more concerned though when people they see it and they want to come talk to me. Like, they want to be like, oh, what happened? Like not in a concerned way. Like, that's a cool way. I'm like, I don't think I trust you if you're, like, comfortable with a random... Don't talk to random bloody strangers. Like, just don't... Yeah. I think my mom probably taught me that when I was little, so I figured, like, most people should apply that to regular life.
That's a secret serial killer, so you probably should keep your distance. The ones that keep, like, their distance a little bit, those are the ones where you're like, I'm okay, everything's okay, I'm not gonna hurt you, I'm just a big scary guy.
Yeah, but it's kind of the same. We have that issue. So like everybody has, wrestling. We have ring rats. Like we have like what we call blood marks, and the blood marks like can either be they want your blood either on clothes or on signed like parchment boards or on index cards or whatever. But then there's like the women's side of that. You have like a hard on for the blood fighters. And the things I've seen in the forums, the things I've seen in the deathmatch chats, I'm like, nobody should be going to like getting back shots or getting light tubes. Like nobody wants that. like I was like, you can be into whatever you're into. That's totally fine.
We're not kink
shaming. But I'm just like, it's I know what that feels like. It's not great. Like it's like everybody thinks like, oh, it's not that bad. I'm like, no, it's painful.
No.
That's like it's all this is. I'm the thing that's supposed to remind you that wrestling is real, because it is. I can't return these scars. Like I keep them every day. And, like, I love them. They're my badges of honor. They're my little trophies and my stories I get to carry for the rest of my life. I definitely live by the idea of, like, if you came into life and you leave life the same way you came in, what life did you live? So.
Well, but it takes a special kind of person to be doing what you do, because not everybody... I hate that they say, oh, it's fake or whatever, because, in all honesty, a lot of what you do, you can't... There's no way for you to not get hit with a glass tube and get cut. I mean, there's no way to fake it. Like, if you're falling through glass tables and barbed wire to a fucking, I don't even know what stack shit you...
The cement floor.
The cement floor. I don't know. There's no part of that that's just like feathers and butterflies.
No, like, we definitely have, especially us as, like, death fighters or, like, your deathmatch specific niche guys, like, we have found ways to make that less painful as possible.
Well, yeah.
Like, that's the game. Like, that's the difference, too. That pisses me off with a lot of guys who show up. I'm like, well, I could do that, too. And then they get super fucked up in their first death match. I'm like, yeah, 'cause you're swinging a tube like a baseball bat. You don't do that. You don't swing that shit side to side and expect it to be fine.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not I'm okay with blood. Because I've watched you several times. I mean, shit.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it. It's just not my favorite thing, because I'm a mom.
Sure.
And I'm of that mindset that I want you to live and walk away the next day. You can have your scar and you can bleed a little bit, but, like, I need a splash pad.
I get it.
I need a helmet.
I gotta reset. I gotta go outside real fast. I get it. But isn't that kind of the point, though? It's kind of the same way watching a horror movie. The whole point of a horror movie is, like, you're supposed to be, like, kind of in shock and awe.
Mildly uncomfortable.
Yeah. And that's whole thing.
I'm not, like, completely against certain death matches. Like, there's hardcore ones that I've watched that I'm just like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Scissors on a board.
Oh, yeah, Takeda. I've wrestled Takeda. So, like,
no, thank you.
Yeah.
Like, she went to her first death match, and when we were there, she was like, I'm going to go back there, because we were front row.
Well, first off, the front row was, like, 2 feet away from the ring.
Yeah, so you're getting blasted with probably glass or
my thought process was, okay, I do want to see it, but I also don't want glass in my eye. So I did. I went by the fence, and I was like, I'm comfortable here. I'll watch it.
Sure.
But I'm going to be a little bit further away.
Yeah, you don't want to be in the Gallagher splash zone.
Yeah, no, I'm not one of those, like,
where's the tape and the goggles?
I don't want that. If I have to be that close, then I do want the goggles. Like, I don't want you to bleed on me. I'm okay with it getting on my posters. I'm not one of those that's like, oh my God, hit my...
Dude, I've had random dudes when I'm walking back through the curtain, they'll have, like, their Japanese little, like, I guess they're kind of like cardboard squares, but I've walked by and they've, like, pressed them into my head or pressed them into my back as I'm walking by.
That's crazy.
And they'll catch me later at the merch, like, yo, can you sign this? I'm like, sure.
You have my DNA. I am very uncomfortable.
Like, if you clone me, there's a bunch of me running around. You have to let me know, because you, like, I TM my genetics, so you have to pay me. Like,
can you imagine just traveling when you're older, and then all of a sudden you run into somebody who looks just like you? It's like, I knew it the whole time.
There's always a clone of me. Like, I don't know if you know Jake Something. Jake Something is, like, my #1 clone. Everybody, like, I go to other spots. He wrestles in AEW now.
Oh, okay.
He goes by Doyle, I think is his new name.
Yeah.
But Jake Something, me and him are the same height, pretty much the same build. Like, when he had long hair, it was even worse. He has, like, I think he's missing one of his teeth. It's, like, one of the gimmick changes. And then with me, I'm just the bloody Crimson Edition. Like, I'm scarred up as fuck, and he's not.
Wow.
But we sound... The funny thing is, we've interacted with one show. We wrestled in Detroit at Harpo's. And it was so funny because everybody was waiting for us to interact. Because every time we see each other, it's like, oh, like, Jake, you look like Roar. Or freaking, like, Roar, you look like Jake. And so we're sitting there, and we finally have a conversation, and I look at everybody, like, around, like, the ring, and they're just, like, watching. They're like, oh, my God, they're finally talking.
It's like a Spider-Man moment.
Yeah, they're like, they're the same guys. And they're like, they even sound the same. Like,
that sounds like a spectacle. They're just like, what is happening right now?
Yeah, it doubles down even worse. We're like just both big nerds that lift weights. And so it's just like, oh, we are just the same guy, same tree, different branch. Like,
Jesus. What's your mom like?
You know your dad too? I don't. Oh, that's weird.
Oh.
You won't find out you're related.
I mean,
Brother by another mother.
but there's clones of me everywhere. That's kind of like what happens is like there's always a Bruiser Brody somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know, and
that's fair.
And we all have our different variations on that too. You know, I dug more into being like Sabretooth from the X-Men. That was more my gimmick, and now I have a machete.
You know, I very much see that. That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, that was a big inspiration. It was me. I'm a big comic book guy. So
Yeah, I'm more of a Wolverine, but yeah. So we've gotten little pieces of your history from other people.
okay.
So I
Well,
know.
they sound like super mysterious. From and made of parts unknown. Like,
Well, to be fair, you're like a mythical creature that we trapped the unicorn in the building, and we're gonna ask all the
like a
questions.
Jabberwocky.
Yeah.
Like a strange manticore. Sure.
Yeah, a good Jabberwocky would be great. So we know you grew up in Kansas,
Yes.
and that you and Christian Temple and several others kind of grew up in the backyard area.
Me and Helms are like probably we've known each other since we were 7. So
Okay,
like,
it was you and Helms.
Me and
Yeah,
Helms
it was
had our own backyard fed. I think he talked about it when he was on here. But
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
it was called NHB. It was what was the actual like acronym? I think it was No Holds. No, it was No Holds Barred. It was something like that. But that was our backyard fed. We did that shit every chance we could. Like especially during the summertime, it was every day, 11 hours a day. Backyard went from trampoline to we made like cardboard rings. So
Yeah.
we just wrestled on dirt and pretty much. And then eventually Billy we had a big tree house like next to our like trampoline ring. Eventually we were like we could just take that down and make it into a ring, which we did. And then the brothers that had the tree house got like super scolded and had to put it back up. But it sucked because the ring was like perfect. It was like picture perfect, aligned great, leveled out. Like we just had everything except for the mats and like the underwire, but we never had that chance.
You're like it was that art back. This is before cell phones had cameras on them. I'm taking it. So you
yeah,
should-
we had them, but like our Nokias were not great. So because we
Really
the
grainy.
old school flip phone.
yeah,
bro.
we had the old school like actual like flip it out. Here's your camcorder, and we have you can look it up on YouTube. It still exists.
That's
you
what
you can
Aaron
see
said.
Tiny me and Tiny Aaron. So
Tiny you. How big were you in?
dude, I was the same height. I've been 6 foot since I was 13. So like I was 6 foot, maybe like I don't know 170. No, probably not even that big. Like 165.
Yeah. Did you play football in high school as well?
Yeah, I played. Well, no, I didn't play in high school. I was gonna play a freshman year, but I ended up not liking the coach as a human being.
No.
So I was like, you know what? I don't like you. So I played every other sport though. I played basketball, baseball, soccer, tennis, football. The only thing I didn't do was wrestling, so my mom wouldn't let me. Funny enough. Because I'm also a
She
musician.
said absolutely not.
Well, she was like, I don't want you to mess up your hands. I was like, you can play football though. Like I was like a D end. Like I would smash my hands all the time.
You know what? She had to draw the line somewhere. Okay.
Yeah, she wanted me to play baseball. That's like her favorite sport. So she was super upset when I stopped playing baseball.
Oh, I love baseball, but you're a big guy. I don't know. Well, you could have been really good as far as.
I was your cleanup hitter.
I would say like outfielder and a base.
I was a third baseman. I got a cannon on me, so like
Yeah?
the first shot I could get easy.
Nice.
Yeah,
First baseman and the second baseman are usually tall and gangly.
Yeah.
With long arms, but the other ones are usually more stocky.
Mm-hmm.
And outfielders are usually the stocky. Well, that or a catcher. You could have been catching all the shit.
they tried to get me a pitcher. Funny enough, because I could throw crazy heat, but like the control wasn't there.
Yeah.
Plus, also like we had this issue where every one of the kids who got like the I don't know, the pristine positions were all coaches' kids.
Well, of course.
And I was like, I'm bigger and stronger than your kids. And I was like, but you're not so and so. I'm like, that's fine. My mom's 5'3". My mom is like, well, she's 5'1" now. She's love you, Mom. You're shrinking. It's fine. She's a little lady. She's basically like when back then she was 5'3", maybe like $130.
Oh, wow.
But my mom used to like powerlift. My mom bodybuilded. Like she played sports for forever. She's a fit chick. And when they took me off third to replace me with the coach's kid who was worse than me, dude. Coach is maybe like 6'4", tall, gangly guy. My mom is up in this dude's like, solar plexus, just talking shit. She's like, you put my son back in there. He missed all 3 of those balls. I was like, why are you putting the shitty player in there, taking my kid out? I was like, yeah, my mom will scrap. She feels like I'm being unjustifiably treated.
Hey, you got to have a mom in your corner, otherwise you wouldn't be successful. I know. So who did you watched wrestling when you were a kid?
Yeah, I caught it when I was like young because my cousins watched it. I mostly got it from the video games at first.
Oh,
like playing the old like NWO 64 games, like, and then playing the OG PlayStation games, and like I was always attached to like the monster characters. I love Undertaker, I love Kane, I love Big Show, like I love Mankind. Like those were my dudes.
Yeah.
And then Helms was the one who was like, "Yo, I know you know about wrestling, but have you tried like watching it and keeping up with the stories?" And I was like, "Not really." And I remember it was around like 2003, 2002. It was like right around when DX like came back. And I watched, there was a match with them, and like they were doing a 6-man tag with Ric Flair, and they all put him in like one, it was them in the Spirit Squad, and they did the triple figure 4 lock, and I just lost my mind. I was like, this is so cool. I was like, why haven't I watched this up to date? Because I only ever watched like old wrestling, you know, your golden era stuff. And I was like, and ever since then I made it. Monday was Raw, Tuesday was ECW when that came back around, and then Thursday was TNA, Friday was SmackDown, and I never missed a show for like years.
Wow.
Nice.
Yep. And then I started arranging my childhood workout program also to that, because
I get that.
yeah, it's
get that.
It's what you do. It's a great inspiration, especially when you're like a preteen. So like I couldn't go to the gym yet because I wasn't old enough, but my mom bought me a little dumbbell set where it was like you could screw them on. So I could make it anywhere from like 5 pounds to 25 pounds. So eventually I would do sets of 20 push-ups, sets of 20 sit-ups, bicep curls, tricep extensions, lat raises for sets of 20 every commercial break until it came back on.
Wow.
So I would sit there and do sets of 20 and keep going until I see Batista come back on and smashing some pyro, and then I'm like, all right, we gotta watch again.
That's some determination at a young age. How old were you then?
I was like 10, 11.
When you started lifting?
Yeah.
Crazy
Well,
work.
my whole family's a bunch of athletes. So like
Are they?
Yeah, my cousin was a professional paintball player for a while. Like my cousin.
I didn't even know you could do that professionally.
Oh yeah.
You
Do
did. Wow.
you obviously probably know Cypress Hill.
Yeah.
Like they have a professional paintball team.
I did not know that. Look,
Yeah.
I've known Cypress Hill for years, and I
Yeah.
know they have a professional a lot of other stuff, but I did not know that.
Be Real has a team called the Stoned Assassins. And
That's
they're,
awesome.
Like, yeah, they're sweet.
Okay, is this on YouTube?
Yeah.
I'm looking it up this afternoon.
I don't know if you're much of a video game player, but a good way to get into it too is like they made like professional paintball video games called the Greg Hastings Tournament Paintball.
Oh,
and
my
those
God.
games are so much fucking fun. But no, he did that. He could have gone to the NFL if he'd got his life a little more like organized. My other cousin could have done the same thing for football, but he ended up joining the military.
Okay.
Like my mom could have easily gone and done like professional bodybuilding forever. She was a model. Like she used to do all that stuff. She could have done probably Miss Olympia, like swimsuit. My dad, well, I figured out later on, like he was a collegiate swimmer, basketball player for Friends. Like I just have that genetic, like, you know, aspiration.
Just blessed all the way around.
Thankfully for that. I can't read, but I sure can lift weights. Like,
You know numbers enough to say that is 100 pounds.
I know 3 is enough. I had to ask the ref the other day. I'm like, I know I can't count, but I'm pretty sure that was supposed to be 3. You said it wasn't. I was like, okay, sure.
Well, who was the ref, Josie?
Josie. I trust him most of the time. I was like, hey, man, is it not 3? He said, no. I'm like, okay.
Are you sure, though?
Guess I got to kill him.
Well, he was working hard. He was the only ref.
Yeah.
It's an iron ref, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've
usually-
lost a couple of them, and some of them are just so busy. And then Jeremy was injured, and I'm not sure about where Joe was, but yeah, you know, for being only he's been reffing 3 years, 3 years, to be in such a prestigious role as like the only ref.
Being the iron ref's hard.
And he didn't fudge up all that bad. He's getting better, because it used to be.
I know you were pretty upset that Joe wasn't there. So
Joe does not like me. I don't know what
it sounds like you don't like Joe. So I was like, maybe it's
I
just
have
like
a problem with when you do something. If I'm a ref, I'm not supposed to watch you do it and then pretend I didn't actually sit here and watch you do what you did. At least go, oh, squirrel.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, there's a whole great documentary called The Ref Didn't See It. Like,
Yeah.
just do that.
No,
Yeah,
he saw it.
He won't sit there and stare at you while you're doing stuff, and then like I don't.
Maybe he has astigmatism. Maybe he just can't see it.
I was thinking
Some
maybe
sort of
he was
glaucoma
like
blockade.
Got
completely
floaters
checked
in
out.
the way.
I can't see.
Is he wearing the same contacts as some of the other wrestlers? Like, I
The
don't
full
know.
blackouts.
What? So but that is his role. If you decide to be a ref, you know that the only person that everybody can agree on is going to get shit. It's the refs. Every fan of every sport in everything.
Oh yeah,
You hate the refs. That's what you do. You live for it.
that is the number one death threats. Is definitely to the refs.
Well, I've never threatened to kill anybody. Maybe buy them glasses.
I've seen some old school like Memphis Heat happen from time to time.
For real?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that later. Yeah,
That's
yeah, I know.
crazy.
I've seen some crazy shit.
Yeah, I have a goal this year is to make Joe at least acknowledge that we are alive. So at the last, I can't remember if it's the last line
It
show or
was
the one
Salina,
before
yeah.
that, he was helping take down the ring, and I just said, "Hey Joe, we love you," and he looked at me like I blew his head up on scanners, like he was like, "Who the hell are you talking to me?
Me?
Don't talk to me." And it was I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
Stranger danger. I don't know you.
I know. That's my purse. I don't know you.
Exactly.
So one of these days, because I sent him a message to invite him on here, and he said, "Who the hell is this and what is this?"
This is a scam. You're trying to rob me of my money. My bank information is not for you to have.
Okay.
I am not a Nigerian prince. No, it's fine. Like,
I could be. Do you want to give me your bank information? I mean,
Well,
I can't do anything with it but go, "Oh, that's interesting."
Since you did ask nicely. Well, it's 1-1 now. Like, so Helms is my oldest like connect to wrestling, and then we kind of had a little bit of a split. We kind of became frenemies and enemies for a while during like high school time, and I stopped being in the wrestling more around like when I was like 15, 16. Like I watched like here and there, but I wasn't like devoted to it like I was. I was getting more into music. That was like way more my thing. I was playing for multiple bands, like starting to do like little mini tours here and there, recording albums, like getting towards the point where like I was aiming to be a studio musician full time.
Wow.
Like that was my that was my whole thing. I was like I originally went to college for like jazz performance, so that was the plan.
Wow.
But during that time was like started like kind of being more of an adult, like getting into relationships and stuff like that, like trying to figure out like, all right, what should I do? Helms hits me up at like I was like what 21, somewhere around that age, and he's like, "Yo man," I was like, "What's up? I haven't talked to you in literal years." And he's like, "You still like wrestling?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "You want to get in a ring?" I was like, "A real one?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "What's the catch?" He's like, "Well, you gotta come out for training." I was like, "Where's it at?" He's like, "Salina." I said, "Okay, when?" He's like, 6 a.m. Saturday. I was like, "Okay, bet." So he picked me up, hopped in the car. We had a long hour-and-a-half talk, kind of hashing a lot of shit out, and then got in the ring, and I met Billy Simmons, and I took my first bump, and now we're here.
Wow.
Nice.
So how old are you now?
I'm 32.
So how long, like, if you were to say in-ring professional wrestling, you're more than 10, almost 11 years?
Yeah, it'll be 11 years on Halloween.
Holy smokes, bud. For as young as you are, that's crazy numbers.
Yeah.
It always blows my mind when these people come in, like Aaron, when he told me how long he'd been doing it, and I was like...
He said 11 years, too, I'm pretty sure, and I was like, brother, you're doing it longer than that.
Well, he doesn't count, he's not counting... backyard stuff.
Well, I'm just saying, like even that, because he was doing XWE shows when I was training.
Yeah, I think
So I think he's probably closer to 13 than he thinks.
I think he said... Maybe he said closer to 15.
I'll say that the
technically.
CTE will get to you. Trust me. But
Yeah.
like I think it's closer to like 13 or 14 now.
Yeah, that's crazy. You guys are so young. But I remember the very first time we saw you, because it was our first indie show here. Now, Jay had been... It's my first indie show, sorry. Jay has been to every damn show he could get a ticket to.
Oh, yeah.
Forever. But I had... We hadn't seen any... How long did we look? 3 years or more?
We were looking for a while. We were
Outside of, like I've said many times, a Taco Fest on a Saturday or Sunday afternoon at a whatever.
Yeah,
there
right.
wasn't a whole lot.
Not
so
nearby, at least.
You were at the first HCW, which was the very first show. And you were the one that when you walked in, I went, holy shit, you see his back? I was like, who is this? And then they billed you from Escaping the Sedgwick County Zoo. And that you and Aaron Helms feud that you guys had, those first few shows, if it wasn't for there, I don't think we would have been as big of fans of HCW as we were. It left such an impact.
Well, the whole like run of matches had such a like it had years of build up, and it had a lot of like real feelings in it. Because like I said, there was a point where me and Aaron like did not like each other. Like there was a point it was fight on sight for a while, which I think like it was over the dumbest shit.
Oh, I'm sure.
Over girls, over like, you know, friendships. Because we went totally different spaces. He went more like country and hanging out with a lot of like, you know, the like farm kids, the pseudo farm kids, and I went hanging out with the metalheads and the weirdos. Like so, and it just, you know, conflict of interests, and then, you know, different squads, very much like the Warriors kind of aesthetic it felt for a while. But that energy fed into that, and like we squashed it. We were like, we've been friends since we were kids. Like we hung around and like knew each other's families, knew everybody. And then, you know, when we had that first match and we hugged it out, because I recently became champ because I beat Ray in the first tournament.
Right.
I was the first HCW champion. He hit me with that line, and then it changed the whole game. I was like, all right, we're still like this.
Yeah.
Heard.
It was such a huge impact. And I still remember bits and pieces of the match. And like I said, if it wasn't for that feud that you guys had for it lasted
A few months.
2-3 months?
3 months, yeah.
I know there was at least 3 matches, right?
Yeah, because we had the first match, which was the normal one, because he just challenged for the belt.
And that was right after you came back from Japan, correct?
Yeah, it was like really like a couple, I think maybe like a month and a half after I came back from Japan.
Right, I remember that being part of the story.
And then because he was trying to be like I'm so happy for you, all this like angry face the whole time. It's like, yeah, it's cool, it's awesome, I'm so happy for you. I was like, yeah, man. So I thought it was too. I was like, yeah, it's cool, we're doing the thing. And then, you know, one clothesline from hell later, I know how it felt.
That was a great feud, and it's what opened the doors for us. But it was very intimidating seeing, well, first off, seeing somebody as big as you are, because you are so massive.
I tried.
So it is extremely intimidating, and I will be honest, it's taken me, we've been doing this for going on close to 4 years, HCW, and it took me until this last winter to actually come up and say hi.
Yeah, I was saying, like, I think the first time you actually talked to me was at GCW.
I was scared to death. I don't like to fangirl out, but like I'm like he travels, he does stuff like in Japan. He don't want to talk to my dumbass. And then I was sitting there going, okay, I've had a few drinks. Jay, I'm gonna go talk to Red. He's like, are you really? I said, you want to come with me? He's like, no, I'm good. I was like, I'm gonna go talk to Rem.
Yeah,
and I did.
I'm a nice guy most of the time. Like,
but when you go from like seeing you in the ring and then all, you know, the hardcore bloody, and then like you're a nice guy in real life, my brain goes, what? He has decency. It's crazy. He's not gonna hit me with anything bad.
Well, I was crippled then too. I couldn't do that much.
That's fair.
I had one arm in the brace.
You were a one-armed man, so that's fair.
Yeah,
I would have got at least a starting. Like a run.
Give me a second.
You got only one wing to flap.
Then you get hit with the Dusty Rhodes Bionic elbow. Oh no! I'm getting too into it. I'm sorry.
Well, we did pay off the table. If you have to take out some.
Oh, that's fine.
So
It's pretty solid though.
Do you have any questions for Rem?
So you've done a lot of hardcore stuff. What would you say is your craziest spot?
The one that I still get talked about today is when I wrestle at Carnage Cup, which Carnage Cup is like. It's for Deep South Pro Wrestling, IWA Deep South. And it's like their yearly big deathmatch tournament. And I went to the finals in that. It was a 4-way elimination for like whoever wins it gets, I think at the time gets the tournament and also gets their like heavyweight championship. The end of that match was me and Chewy Martinez on top of a 35-foot roof. And I took a DVD off the roof through 110 light tubes. Into the ring through 4 tables also. Like, you can see there's this really big scar on my forearm. Like, I'll try and throw it up there.
Wow.
It looks, I'll tell you why it looks worse than it probably should too. But that opened me up down to the muscle. I cut an artery in my elbow. That was actually the worst because it's a smaller cut, but it was the artery, so it just kept
pumping out.
And I also had an obtuse amount of beers that day because it was hot in Georgia and we had no water. So I was like, yeah, give me 30 Coors Lights. We're fine.
You're not gonna bleed out.
Wasn't drunk. I was hydrated. So it's like, what do you get? So, but that's the roof bump, which was kind of infamous for a while because it had like a 6,000 comment thread on Reddit, and then that's actually how Australia knew who I was.
Wow.
Because like all the Australians watch Carnage Cup because he used to have this crazy backyard tournament, which I really hope comes back. Joel, if you're watching this, bring back Tournament of Hate. Tournament of Hate was like something me and Helms used to watch all the time as kids. And it was this sick, crazy backyard deathmatch tournament. And Carnage Cup has a lot of those same like flavors. And so they all watched that. I got messages and like likes and follows from Australia, and they're like, dude, that was a crazy bump. Like, we're surprised you survived. Because it's like, when I hit, you see nothing but just spooky dust, like a cloud.
Oh
of
my
just,
God.
Like, the mercury poisoning dust, which I'll go into the semantics about that if you want to. But yeah, we hit all that, and then that was probably my craziest bump I've done.
Damn.
So how do you go from training to be just straight a wrestler to go to decide
To be a death fighter.
Yeah, how do you make that? I'm like, I obviously from the people you like,
right?
That is your kind of. That's where what you enjoy. But
well, the funniest thing is you ask me like name your top 5. Like, no, I think maybe one of them is technically like a deathmatch wrestler.
That would be like Mick Foley.
Yeah, like Foley could be one. Like Terry Funk, sort of, but Terry Funk's also the greatest wrestler ever lived. So like, in my opinion, that's, come out. But like,
I can't disagree. I just wish he would have stopped sooner.
I agree. Yeah. Hey, but his Dory is now categorized as the oldest person to ever do an exploding barbed wire rope death match.
Really?
Dory did one at the age of 81 for Big Japan.
Holy crap! Why?
Yeah, because you can.
I mean, I get it.
Can.
I know.
Because the human body can get pushed to crazy levels, even at the old age of 81.
So, how did somebody just invite you to do a hardcore, and you were like, "Ooh, this is it"?
Well, initially, you can even ask Billy about this. When I went into training, I was like, "Yo, like this is what I want to do. Like, I want to be a deathmatch wrestler." But he and I both understood. I'm like, the best deathmatch wrestlers are also incredibly good wrestlers.
Yeah.
So, like, I didn't do a deathmatch until almost 5 years into my career. Like.
So you can get those skills
solidified. Yeah, because like you can tell the difference between people who don't understand psychology, which like, there is psychology in death matches. I swear to God, there is. At least the good ones. Like you're still doing hack and slash style matches in 2026. You're a bad deathmatch wrestler.
And that's my issue with deathmatch wrestling is that the ones that you'll see that they put the videos out, it's literally just we're just hitting you with scissors. Like,
yeah, it's just,
literally just stupid spots, and there's no story, there's no wrestling, like at all. It's just, I can stack a bunch of shit on and put you through it and pop a lung.
Yeah, which has even gotten, well, I have a story about that too. It's even gotten worse because, like, we live in the social media age where nobody wants to watch a full match. They'll watch 45 seconds of a clip of a dude getting freaking murdered through, like, off a scaffold going through some shit or, like, taking 300 porcupine quills or whatever.
Oh, God.
Like, but, like, me and Billy made it a point where it's like, all right, you want to do this, you got to learn, you got to get reps. So, like, I, started my original gimmick before I was Roar. And then I wrestled and I worked. I started traveling more. Like I went to my first out-of-state shows in North Dakota. I went there. I went to Indianapolis. I went to like Texas, and then what was after that? Probably Tennessee before that. And then my first deathmatch ever was I finally worked enough shows in Indianapolis at AWR, Asylum Wrestling Revolution, to get my shot. I was like, yo, this is what I want to do. And they're like, all right. You've worked here five or six shows. We'll book it. And then I got to wrestle Madman Pondo as my first death match.
Wow. How do you feel like looking back at that match?
Oh, it put me on a trajectory that I couldn't.
It couldn't have gone any better.
Yeah,
wow.
He was like, we did the match. I told him everything that I wanted to do because like the big thing about deathmatch wrestling is like if you really want to make sure you're here for the long haul and not trying to be what I would refer to as like a nerd about it, where it's like I want to get the cool bloody pics and do my death match and then never do this again. I hate that shit. I'm like, just don't do it. There's no point. Like unless there's a crazy storyline built behind it, and there's a lot of like intensity and like viciousness in the storyline. There's no point for you to sacrifice your body for that.
Yeah.
So unless you're like, this is what I want to do. I've chosen this path. I'm going that way. But me and Pondo, I was like, yo, I want to do tubes. I had a signature weapon back then called the food chain, where it's a big tether ball covered like 800 tacks, and it's like a flail. So I have a chain with it, and I whip it around.
That sounds awful.
It's awesome. But it takes forever to make, and it's so hard to transport.
Oh, I bet.
And that's when I switched from that to the machetes. So machetes are easy.
like actual machetes?
Yeah, like actual machetes. I don't use them at HCW because if I ever bring them out, the crowd gets really mad that I don't use them. So I won't come out with them unless I'm going to use them.
So what do you
Probably carving heads.
Yeah, stabbing heads, like slicing arms, like, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Going for swings. People move sometimes. Lucky for them. You know, otherwise it'd be split open like a jack-o'-lantern.
I just feel like machetes might be my, I think I'm gonna.
It is a line for people, which I think is very funny. Because, like,
I think it's because I've watched so many, like, Michael Myers slasher films.
Well,
when somebody comes in the ring.
Yeah, I'm a big Jason Voorhees fan.
I would say a limb can fall off.
And the funny thing about the hidden little, like, psychology behind that is, like, my logos have a lot of the Sabretooth, like, skull head.
Nice.
So, like, I wanted to have something that reminded me of the Sabretooth, like, tusks. So the dual machetes looks like Sabretooth tusks.
Oh,
so
wow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to look. Is any of these on YouTube?
Yes. There's some fan, some sweet fan, I don't know who you are, but I love you very much, made a entire, like, deathmatch playlist of me. It's like 30 matches long.
Oh, wow.
So
I'm gonna watch, like, oh my god.
Some of them were too bad. Some of them were pretty.
That is the mom in me. I didn't used to be like that, but I don't know. Now I have 3 boys. I'm like, no, don't do it.
I'm bummed you guys got so, like, kind of late into, like, the Wichita scene a bit, because, like, I did the first deathmatch in Kansas.
Yeah.
We did that at Temple Live, and that was a crazy show. It was me and Justin Gray. It was originally supposed to be me and Sage Sin, but Sage's flight got canceled, and I was like, who's crazy enough to hop in here? I'm like, Justin Gray is. So we went ham. We did tubes. We did tacks. We did the machetes. I had a 9-inch nails. Not the band, but actual, like, 9-inch nails.
I was like, what? Why?
I got this from the same Carnage Cup. There was a whole pile of things of, like, stuff with the nails in it, and it was a powerlifting belt, like an old rubberized one from the 80s, and it had a bunch of 9-inch nails in it. I'm like, I want that. So I came out with it as a entrance piece, but I could also use it as, like, dad ass whooping a belt. So I was like, that was one of the ones. I'm so mad because somebody stole that from me.
Oh, no.
That's like my whole thing is like, I had this, it's gone now because of this. But we did that, and it was crazy because, like, the fans were either, like, 2/3 of the crowd was like, oh my god, on their feet, losing their goddamn mind, like, wanted more of it. I have people I signed tubes for, and they kept the pieces.
Crazy.
And then the other third was like, I'm gonna vomit, I gotta leave.
Well, see, I won't throw up, and I am known to take some things home.
Sure, that's the whole point.
I've taken, like, that little piece of the table we got at the GCW show, or it was just GCW. That's the other one that broke my toe.
Well, maybe if thing goes my way and I lose my mind completely, I can get you a part of Blade's mask, and you can have something really cool to keep.
I will tack that on the wall.
I'm coming for his head, so there's that.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
Yeah, let's take a real quick break, because I'm gonna adjust something real quick, and then we'll come back and keep going.
Sure.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've heard y'all talk about it.
Okay. So we went on a scene, the one that was just down the way.
Sure.
And there's the car crash was very bad.
Right.
Anyway, there's a dome piece that I guess is in a headlight. It's a solid piece of glass. Mm-hmm. And I'm an older chick, and I saw it, and my head said, "Don't step on that." But my foot said, "Okay, let's try it anyway."
We're already in motion.
Yep. And so my foot stepped on it, and so my left foot went that way, and my right foot did not. It went that way. And at my age, we should not be doing the splits, but apparently we can.
Oof.
And I didn't feel it until we did the show Friday, and I don't know if when I was getting in the ring, because it didn't hurt.
Right.
I didn't do anything, but something happened, and then all night, like, I couldn't even walk. It hurt so bad, and it's inflamed and swollen. I was like, okay.
Yeah, this is what happens.
I wasn't even in the match.
Well, like almost all my worst injuries, besides my left torn bicep, are not from wrestling.
Yeah.
Well, the stab wound, that one's from wrestling, but that's yeah. Besides that one, like my right torn bicep, not from wrestling. My current, like, little knee thing, not from wrestling. Like my hips being shifted, my spine being shifted, like, that's not from wrestling
At all?
No.
What is your worst injury that you've had from wrestling?
My stab wound.
Like,
So,
somebody legit just...
well, all right. So let's start from the beginning of the story.
Oh, okay.
I did my first match in Vegas. I got booked to do this deathmatch show out for Super Beast, which Super Beast is awesome. He has, like, kind of a late night show that he runs for his company, and, like, he likes to book more, like, hardcore, like, exotic acts. Like, this was like a deathmatch show, and then in between for intermission, we had like a sideshow chick. She did like sword soloing and like burlesque stuff and like
cool.
like Hemian pincushion and stuff like that. Super cool show, for the most part. But it was me and this dude named Drexel, which Drexel also rules. He's from Portland. And he's got this, like, he comes out to Psycho Killer by the Talking Heads. He's got, like, all of his weapons are organic weapons, or, like, bones and, like, different parts. He's crazy.
Okay.
And during this whole... Yeah, Drexel's rad. During this whole show, though, like, it was all supposed to be all hardcore, all death matches. But nobody bled from their face, or bled really at all, until the main event, which was me and Drexel. And so, like, fuck, we have to go incredibly hard. Because, like, this crowd's wanting this, we have to give them something to remember. So we went ham. Like, there was somebody who brought in, like, 4 or 5 boxes of bundles of tubes, like 4 bundles. We used all of them. We did flaming panes. We did there was, like, random barbed wire implements. Like, there was a barbed wire toilet seat that, like, I got DDT'd into. I did a Rikishi driver off the apron through a flaming pane. Oh, wow. Like, we went ham. But there was one spot that I didn't even know this is what caused it until seeing the recorded video forever ago. So he has a big pentagram bundle, like a star-shaped bundle, and he swings it on me. And one of the bundles, or one of the tubes doesn't break. So usually it's like, oh, we have 1 tube left, swing. But since it's taped together, he pretty much accidentally made a pickaxe.
Oh!
And so, because one of the shards is out and it's harpooned, so he swings it down, and it stabs me. Which, at the time, I'm like, I can feel, it feels like hot coffee if you ever had, like, a fart ton of blood come out of you at once. So, it felt like hot coffee on my back. I'm like, okay, that's a lot of blood. Whatever, we'll keep going. So, do the other, like, last 5 minutes of the match. Finish the match. I'm like, you know, I'm selling, we're having a good time, we go to the back. Christina Von Erie looks at me and goes, hey, not to freak you out, but it looks like you have like a gunshot in your back. And I was like, oh, cool, sure. So I was like, take a picture of it really quick. And so she took a picture of it. I'm like, oh, that's bad. And so, but I'm like talking to everybody in the back like I'm talking to you now. Like, I have a very strong adrenaline.
Wow,
like,
you didn't
feature.
even feel it at all.
No, I was just like, oh, it just feels like a cut. Like, my back's been shredded. So I'm like, okay, we're shredded. And plus, if I can't see it, and I visually, like, mentally can be like, it's not that bad, I can just shove it off most of the time. But I saw the picture, I'm like, oh, that is bad. And my brother came out with me, and he was like, he was sleeping in the hotel because he was not used to traveling like that, because we drove from here to Vegas.
Oh, wow.
And he was passed out in the hotel, and I kept calling him, like, hey, man, like, you have the car, I need to go to the hospital. And then he wouldn't answer because he was just out. And so I kept calling him, and then eventually one of the other rooms woke him up, was like, yo, your phone keeps ringing out your fucking phone. And so he gets up, he freaks out, he speeds over to the venue, and he's expecting me to be like out of my back, just like bleeding out. And I'm sitting there like an oversized shirt that the Fed gave me, and I was like, oh, hey, man. He's like, why are you up and fine? I was like, well, I'm not fine. I'm like losing a lot of blood, and we should probably go to the hospital. He's like, oh, bet. So we go to the ER in Vegas. Recommend, if you can just avoid ever going to a Vegas ER, do it, because this is the worst thing in the world. I go there, and I'm like, yo, I have a puncture wound in my back. I need to be seen. He's like, cool. And so I was sitting there in the waiting room for an hour and a half, and I create a very large pool of blood.
Oh, no.
Like probably like, I don't know, probably a foot by like a foot of just puddle on either the seat and underneath the seat. And I'm sitting there, just like,
okay, we're bleeding out.
I'm getting kind of woozy. So, and then eventually they finally call me back, and they're like, oh, because I'm also shredded. I haven't cleaned up anything. My face is messed up. My arms are messed up. My back is messed up. They're like, oh, we're here for the cut in your head. I was like, no. I was like, oh, we're here for the cut in your hand? I was like, no, I'm here for the puncture wound in my back. And they're like, what? So I show them, like, oh, that's bad. And I'm like, yeah, I told you. And so they get me back, and this is when it gets even worse. This is, to put a time frame reference, it's like 11:30. Get in there. First doctor sees me. Asks me what happened. I'm honest. I'm like, I do deathmatch wrestling. I'm a professional wrestler. This happened. This is not planned to happen. This happened. They're like, okay. 6 more doctors come in, ask me the same story to make sure I'm not on drugs, because they think I'm all high and this happened to some crazy fucking like drug-induced fight.
Wow. I'm
like, no, dude. I'm just built stupid. So this all happened, and eventually, while I'm talking to one of the nurses, I'm so happy. I should have beat the shit out of this doctor. No compliment. He didn't buy me dinner. He didn't say I was pretty, and he fingers my back without any, like, and, like, just pushes it in there. And I'm like, I was completely fine until he did that. I was like, I want to throw up and fight you at the same time.
Oh, my God.
And so he fingers my freaking open wound, and I'm like, yeah, sure. And so he comes back, and I'm like, why? And he's like, well, I can't feel the back wall. I'm like, yeah, I bet you can't. And so he's like, that's not good. So I'm like, we're going to give you an MRI. I'm like, I don't want an MRI. I want you to sew me up and get me out. And he's like, well, we're not going to sew you up until we give you an MRI because there's no glass in the rock. There's no glass in here. I already checked. But they would not let me leave, like, get sewn up until I got an MRI. So I'm like, okay, sure. And now I have a massive medical bill I'm never going to pay because of that MRI. So they got it to me, and they're like, oh, there's no glass in there. I'm like, yes, I told you this. But they were like, but to let you know, it was about an inch away from your lung.
Oh, my God.
So I was like, cool. And that's why I always say to all my green kids, I'm like, make sure you never skip back day because you never know when you might get your lung punctured. If you have a thick back, you're fine. So got that. Eventually got sewn up. I got 20 internal, 10 external stitches.
Holy shit.
And I got sent out of there about 5:30 in the morning. And then we took about a 2-hour nap and drove back home.
You just tell him to throw all that blood in a bucket and you'll take it with you too.
I was like,
God damn it.
It's like
That's mine.
I told him, I was like, any glass you scrape off me, I'll put it in my jar. So, like, if you get anything good. Which, like, the only person that was nice to me was the actual, like, nurse who sewed me up. She actually talked to me like a human being, and, like, whoever she is, like, thank you for being kind and actually, like, treating me like a person, not an animal. Like,
She's secretly a deathmatch lover.
I mean,
I was like, maybe she's into it.
Maybe she's one of those. Like,
Yeah, but that's probably my worst, like, wrestling injury, besides, like, maybe my partial torn bicep on my left arm. That was pretty bad. That was a match between me and Bruiser that had happened.
Yeah.
So, but I finished the match, and I won the match one-armed. I'll take that. So...
So wait, let's go back a second because you said you keep pieces of glass like that go in you.
Yes.
In a jar.
Yes.
You're a weirdo like us.
Well, the funny thing is, Deathmatch fans are strange. I love y'all, but you are strange. We are strange together. The plan is for that jar. Whenever I fill it, I'm going to sell it.
Oh, pieces of Remington's body.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Which I have some pretty...
Sell it or auction it?
Both. Yeah, I'll put it up probably as like starting bid's $100 and we'll see where it goes.
You know what? That is not a bad idea. How fast can you fill up a jar, though? What do you think?
I only ever pick the pieces that are like in me for a while. I don't pick like the parts that are like laying on me or like extra like.
Oh, so it actually has to puncture. So
like,
you have a rule.
Yeah, well, yeah, because I'm not gonna. People think wrestling's fake. I'm not gonna let them think the gimmick's fake. Like,
do you wash it off, or is it like still covered?
No, it's still covered. Yeah.
What size jar is it? Like a big mason
It's
jar?
It's about like that big. About like that big around. There's one chunk of it.
So it's not a giant pickle jar.
Yeah, it's not not like a Heinz like.
It's
super
a whole
jar.
mini size of Remington in a jar.
Well, because a lot of the pieces I pick out of me are not like super substantial size, so I'm picking anything that's probably roughly like a little bit bigger than a grain of rice, and then like put that in. Like the biggest one I have is quarter size because I had a piece of pain with me that I brought from Detroit to Japan, which I didn't know was in me, and then it popped out when I came back from Japan because I ended up getting. Super infected over there because Japan summers are hot as hell.
Oh yeah.
So and the dojo has no AC. So like besides the actual sleeping quarters. So when I'm training in the ring, like no AC, walking around Japan, Tokyo.
And if you have a wound, you're already sweating.
Yeah, dude. And I felt bad because like one of my like antibiotic like band-aids got put on the ring, and I like had to like hyper apologize. I was like, I'm so sorry it stuck to the ring. I didn't mean to. I was just trying not to get like gross stuff all over the ring. And so I had that piece. I ended up getting gangrene from it, and then antibiotics. I thought it was cool. I thought it was just the wound was fucked up. And then one day at the gym, I was doing leg press, and I felt this like zit kind of feel on my back. I was like, what's that? So I reached back. I'm like, oh, I know exactly what this is. Because like when you do this long enough, you're like, oh yeah, I know what a glass zit feels like. And I was like, okay, cool. And then I kept doing leg press, and I was like, if I keep doing this, the skin will rip enough that I'll just pop it out when I get home. So it ripped enough. Got home. This like little blood. Like a polyp, pretty much, like a lick, like same like when you ever get like a blood, like a burn boil, same shit, but it's filled with blood, and then like the piece of chunk in there. So I popped it out, and it's this piece of pain that I got from my match a week before I left for Japan and Detroit.
Holy
so I had that piece of me for like 2 months. Like,
wow. I mean, 2 words in a sentence I never thought would go together is a glass pimple.
Yeah, glass zits, they're real.
For you,
Yeah.
Not for me.
Yeah, this is one of those things I forget there's not a normal sentence to most humans. I was like, oh, yeah.
Those are two words. Like, I've had acne.
Yeah.
Never had to just go. I mean, I've had things come out of my skin that I didn't know were there.
Yeah.
But that's an interesting problem to have.
Well, it's kind of the weird, safer way because your body's going to reject it either way. It's a foreign object. Like, it's not a bioorganic thing, so it's not going to dissolve into your bloodstream. So it's like, we're going to shove this thing out of here. It'll show up eventually. Give it time, and it'll get it out.
Yeah, but for you to be 30-some years old and to be like, yeah, I had gangrene.
Yeah, that's fine.
What's your
It
problem?
went away.
Stop
Still
being
got
a
all his
pussy.
limbs. I mean,
The same thing I tell people. They're like, oh, what do you do with all those cuts? I'm like, there's more skin underneath. It's fine.
I didn't
it
die.
grows back.
Yeah, it grows exactly. I'm like, yeah, it's just cooler and pink now. It's fine. I'm just keloid. It's cool. I'm Braille. You can just read my back. It's rad.
Yeah.
Like,
This says bad decisions. That's what this
some
says.
sort of strange holy text. If I read this out loud, I feel like some eldritch abomination will show up.
That's Satanism. Like, if you read it out loud, you're speaking in some weird foreign language.
I always think about Waterworld. That's like what it's probably like. It's like, what's a strange map? Oh my god, it's somewhere in Madagascar.
You have to put, what is that Troma movie where you have to put the two maps together for it to
No,
make
it
sense?
wasn't Trauma. It was a
Waters.
Divine movie.
John Waters.
No, it actually wasn't John Waters either, but it
It's,
had a lot of John Waters people. Lust in the Dust.
Yeah. I was like, it's not Pink Flamingos. It's like, what John Waters is that?
Lust in the Dust.
Lust in the Dust.
Yeah, we need another. We'll put the other rem together. And
Oh,
Two
God.
buttes is salvation.
what's at the end of that? Right? I don't want to know. I don't know.
It's just more glass.
More glass.
If it's specifically made for me, it's probably like, either Magic the Gathering cards, lots of TTRPG books, meat of some sort, and like craft beer. Like
Meat of some sort? Just
Yeah.
any meat of
yeah,
some sort?
like I usually don't say no. Like either it's gonna be like I'm cool with like venison, I'm cool with boar meat. The only like animal meat I probably wouldn't eat. I was like I don't eat any other primates. Like I feel weird about that, or anything that I couldn't kill in the food chain. Like I'm not gonna eat bear unless I kill it myself. I'm never gonna eat a lion because I feel like that's like cheating. And also like I would never eat turtle because I'm like, dude, it's slow.
Yeah.
Like what
It's a
would
turtle.
Yeah, it's a turtle.
Turtles and frogs, I can't. I've had a lot of
I've
different
eaten-
meats.
I've eaten
I
frog.
have had bear, but you can't. So you, in the lower 48, hunting bear is illegal unless
Yeah.
you have a very specific license, and you can't even sell it, even if you do say kill it on your property.
Yeah.
Like I lived up in North Dakota, so if you kill one, a butcher shop can't sell it. You have to have a very expensive, hard to get license to get rid of it. I'm not one for eating bears either, but I've
heard
eaten.
it's really like gristly, like kind of fatty. Like
That's from what I understand. I had jerky,
okay,
and it was okay. I mean,
it's fine.
it wasn't like, oh, gotta have it again. I mean, I've
Right.
had emu, I've had elk, I've had alligator, I've had
Have you had
fish. Have I had four? No.
I had horse in Japan.
Well, I've heard it's bad.
I had horse sashimi. It was actually pretty okay.
Was it not greasy?
No.
Really?
It was really muscly. Like the sashimi itself, it's just like it's raw horse.
Right.
And it was good. I was bummed because my buddy Schlack was like, yo, if you go over there, you gotta like try all the horse steak. And I couldn't find any place with horse steak, so I was kind of bummed about that.
I'm okay with eating certain things. I have had frog legs. That's awful. I will not do it
I
again.
love frog legs.
I will not eat turtle again.
I can't eat turtle
or
again.
I will never eat turtle just because there's certain animals that I'm like, that's not right. I won't eat otters or penguins or
Yeah.
whale.
Yeah, I mean, all of these are like definitely up to like if I have nothing to eat and I'm like trying to survive on an island, these things are all like, no, I'm gonna get
Well,
it.
yeah.
So,
If there's no other thing to eat and an otter is there,
I'm
sorry, bud,
Yeah, dude.
you're it.
It's you or me.
But if I have a choice, if I could figure out a way to do it, I would be vegetarian. But I love meat so much.
I get it.
It's so hard because I lived on a dairy farm. I love cows because baby cows are just like dogs. They're so
They're sweet
fun.
babies, yeah.
They're so fun. But when you get big, I'm gonna cover
eat
you
you.
in barbecue sauce, and it's gonna be fabulous. A little bit of garlic, some butter.
I mean, like it's my tagline. My tagline's eat or be eaten. So it goes. So
So I forgot. Oh, so you are a musician.
Yes.
What instruments do you play?
my main instrument is bass. I play bass guitar and stand-up
Okay.
bass. I can play guitar. I can play drums. I can play keyboards. I can play pretty much anything with strings. I'm not great at all of them. I can. When I was going to college, my secondary instrument was a Renaissance instrument called the viola da gamba.
I actually know what that is.
I was like, that was my secondary instrument, which was cool.
That's an interesting instrument to pick up,
Yeah, well,
my friend. Out of all of them.
I got a scholarship. It was like, hey, if you play a medieval instrument, you get like a $2,000 scholarship. I was like, "Yeah,
Wow.
So what college?
sure." WSU.
Oh, See, I was a musician. I played the cello and the violin.
Cello's the best instrument ever made.
I absolutely love the cello.
Yeah.
I played the violin for a good long while, and then I was like, I hate this. My arm is not strong enough to hold this bitch up.
That's fine.
It's stupid. And it's high pitched.
Violins are the trumpet of string instruments, and I hate them. So it's fine.
But when you gave me the cello, it was like, that's when Apocalyptico came out.
Oh, yeah.
When Metallica had the whole... it was...
The strings. Yeah.
So I would sit there, and I was first chair cello, and I would sit there and I would like play songs you should never put it on cello, but then it became a fad.
Cool.
So I'd be playing like Nirvana, Oasis, Metallica.
Playing Slayer on the cello. Yeah.
Oh, cello's still that's where my... That's
still
well my heart. Yeah, but you slow it down so it's like it almost sounds worse.
Yeah.
Not worse like
different?
musically, but it sounds like darker and...
They have a dope orchestral album. Like, it sounds cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like.
But you sang, so I know you can scream.
Yeah, I do like guttural vocals. I have a lower register, so I do like low vocals, guttural vocals, and like mids, like old school death metal vocals.
But do you do any classical vocals? Have you ever?
I secretly sing I have country songs that I've written. So I like dark country stuff and folk music.
Well, you kind of have that. I can hear the deeper tones, so
Yeah.
it's not quite Trace Atkins low, because I
Yeah.
don't think anybody could talk low.
No.
I mean, that's not natural.
I could talk it like my super
So
chest
you
voice,
listen to
but-
the Dead South and the
Yeah.
Devil Makes Three and stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
Oh,
those
bro.
bands, dude.
That's some good shit.
My current favorites right now is I've been listening to a lot Nick Shoulders. I like Jesse Wells. I like I've always been a big Coulter Wall fan.
Mm-hmm.
I like Charlie Crockett. That's probably one of my favorites too. So
That's going way back.
yeah. That's a lot of shit that I really like. So I've been relearning since I have a little bit of time. I'm too busy of a human being. Learning and replaying a lot of my acoustic guitar stuff. So I've been playing a lot of old Willie Nelson stuff. So I just learned Time Slips Away the other day. I love that song.
If you actually break it down, people think country is kind of slow and stupid, but if you actually break it down, the music itself, it is so put together, so really pretty and beautifully that it's comparable to the blues and to jazz. It is only a different. It's literally the same thing, only a different beat.
Well, yeah, and the same idea of you're trying to tell a story. That's the point. It's you're either trying to get a message out or you're trying to tell a story, and that's why I'm not a big fan of pop country, unless it's from the '90s because it still has a story to it. But
we could do an achy breaky heart for a minute.
Yeah, sure. He's got a good mullet. I'll give him a pass.
Yeah, there you go.
But anything from probably 2000, I'll even say 2005, 2005 and up. I'm I can't. Unless it's purposely trying to be a throwback. Coulter Wall didn't show up until around, I don't know, the late 2010s.
Yeah.
But he's playing old school. I grew up on a farm in the middle of Canada and I know nobody. It's I'm playing that real shit.
I can't think of the guy's name. He started out the first time I saw him was on that Vivo music channel, and he's an African American male who came out. I want to say 2010 ish. Sounds just like George Jones.
Oh shit! Okay.
Spot on. Close your ears. That's George Jones.
George Jones.
Crazy, and I can't think of his name. He's bigger now than he was, but I love that old school. So I like the Jamie Johnson. He's a songwriter. I love that. It's very old school Outlaws.
Yep.
Willie Nelson, Hank Williams Jr.
Johnny
You know
Cash,
that,
yeah.
and then I'm from that back. All that.
I like all the Hanks. Even Hank
Hank
4.
3.
I heard Hank 4 is supposed to be coming to town.
Yeah.
It's gonna be pretty dope.
That's what and he was touring with Willie, I thought, and then Willie didn't finish out his tour. He got pneumonia
he got sick. Yeah.
or something like that. But the newest Willie or the Hank was traveling around.
I like Hank 4. I like Hank 3 too. Just he's a mess of a human, but I like his music to an extent.
One of
It's a
them was
family tradition.
It's just what it is, man. We go until the wheels fall off.
yeah. Look, so we both are just our music tastes are all over
Yeah.
the fucking
Oh, big
place.
same. Yeah.
We'll go anywhere. Literally, he'll be listening to something opera. Depending on he loves Carmen, that opera.
Sure.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
And then we'll go to something stupid I say stupid. We enjoy it Weird Al.
Love Weird Al.
Just the dumbest shit. I mean that what is the little spoofs that they have on YouTube about the Yoda beating the guy out of the stick?
Oh, the limp seat.
Yeah. It's just
lip
dumb
reading.
stuff.
No,
Dumb
yeah,
lip
the
reading
bad
or
lip
whatever.
readings.
Yeah, bad lip
yeah.
reading. That's what it is.
No,
Just dumb stuff.
I get it. Like I always have to preface this. I'm like, I am actually that dude who's like, I listen to everything. You throw out a genre, I will probably throw at least 1 to 3 bands that I actually enjoy in that genre.
See, like I said, it's easy for me to tell you who I don't like.
Yes.
Than what I do, and anybody who's listening to the show knows I do not like U2.
I also don't like U2, so it's like, it's true.
He is so passionate about
dude,
that.
I don't like U2. I think Sting is such an overrated, or not Sting, but freaking The Edge is such an overrated guitarist. I think Bono sucks. So.
Yeah, Bono sucks.
Yeah.
That's my thing with it. Is I just don't like
He hates
Bono.
Bono with that's a lot of passion behind
Dude,
it.
I hate The Edge. Like, God damn it, I hate him. Because, like, I'm such a, like, I'm a bare bones musician because, like, even with my rig, I play with a cab, I play with my bass, I EQ on the head, and I play like a pedal. And I'm like, when frickin' The Edge is like, I have to have my $5,000 rig, otherwise I cannot even play my set. I don't even know how to play guitar until a $10,000 thing shows up. I'm like, I hate you.
Like,
dude.
he's got a board this big, covered in pedals, just to play a simple song.
Yeah, and he's got a $16,000 cab that's custom made for whatever. And then, like, we have guys like Jacque White who's like, I have this cigar box and a piece of string, and I'm gonna make a song.
And
like,
he for real legitimately did, and that was awesome. I was like, first off, how are you that smart?
Because he's just built that way.
Yeah.
Like, Jacque White's built different.
Was it Jacque White did that documentary with, who else was on that? I can't even remember.
The Edge and Johnny Page.
Jimmy Page.
Jimmy Page.
Yeah. The Edge was, he's always, I remember, I missed back when they first came out and he didn't talk.
Yes.
That was the mystery of it. But he's never going to be Slash.
No.
And I think that's what he was going for, because you know how much Slash had so much mystique and mystery to him.
And he was the dude. He was like the hair metal Dimebag, you know, like or the hair metal Jimmy Page, or the hair metal like Van Halen, which Van Halen was kind of like that way too, but then more stadium rock.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I'm not a big. I know a lot of their songs. If I'm gonna say, ooh, that's what I'm gonna listen to from the '70s, it's not gonna be it.
Sure.
There's so many more that I would choose. So I think that's awesome. I know I was told you were in a band that played at the Donut Hole. I actually knew somebody who used to work there.
Love it all.
So we've kind of like,
because
we've been in the same like vicinity.
Yeah.
For so many years.
Well, that's how it is. It's Ghosts in the Night. Like, it's just like we're just like ships going by each other. Yeah, my band before I moved was called Fossilized, and that was like I was a singer bass player for that. It was pretty much the same setup as the new band I'm making, except my drummer's, my drummer in that band is now the guitarist. So he used to play drums in that. We had a guitarist. We were a 3-piece, so me on vocals, playing bass, guitarist, and a drummer. Mm-hmm. We played like a mix of like old school death metal mixed with like hardcore punk.
Hey, I like that.
Yeah.
So when you get that together, you'll have to let us know where you're playing.
Yeah, like whenever we're still in. We want to do it where we have like an EP done, so we can be like, hey, if you want to come join the band, this is what we're doing.
Oh,
like,
cool.
Like come out. We have guys like a couple guitarists. The hardest thing right now is trying to find a drummer that like we feel is competent enough and also wants to jive with us. So, because like it sucks when we have like my guitarist is a really freaking good drummer. Mm-hmm. So it's like we have to find somebody who can either play his parts or adjust his parts enough that fit still, and also still want to vibe. Because that's hard.
Yeah, and especially in this area where it seems like most of the music scene is covers.
Yes.
So finding somebody who's willing to go outside of the box and venture into something new.
Well, thankfully, like, there was definitely a lull. Like, when I was gone, I realized we lost all of our all-ages venues. Like, we didn't have Eagles Lodge, didn't have the Oz Cafe, we didn't have, like, a lot of spaces I grew up with, and they just turned the 21-plus bars, which really jettisoned, like, oh, the only way to play in these bars is if, like, we play cover songs. It's like, we play our grunge covers, or we play our, like, I don't know, like our 80s, like, Loverboy style shit. Which, like, that's cool. You do you, but that's not me.
I mean, that's nice if you throw it in every once in a while, but if you're trying to be a serious musician, that's not what you want to do every single night.
Right.
You want to show your new shit. Yeah. The best show I ever went to, and I've told Jay this a million times, that little bar over there by WSU, it's a little hole in the wall.
Kirby's, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They used to do music every freaking weekend, and I was younger. I still had 2 kids, but I was younger. Mm-hmm. I was about your age, actually. And they had a band that I think it was the lead singer, was a mechanic at Joe Self Chevrolet.
Okay.
He was actually on the BMW side, and it was called the Rainbow Worm Factory.
Great name.
And it was a great name. And they sang, so their music was very much like pirate sea shanties.
Oh, bet. Okay.
But with like a punkish rock I don't know. It was weird, and it was so fun But I got one album. I don't know what happened to it. I bought it because I loved them that much, and then they just stopped playing together. It was so sad because they played original shit. They didn't cover anything.
Yeah, well, like that's like Kirby still plays shit. There was a dope show playing last night. There's a local band called Holding that plays. Like they're super good.
Yeah.
There's this long show too. It was like they started at 7 and played till like it wasn't just them. It was like 4 other bands. But they played. So Kirby's is dope. There's a local spot that I love now because it's an all-age venue that's also sober, which like. You know, obviously, I like my drink. That's cool. But, like, I have noticed in certain places that sometimes the inebriated people, and, like, I say this as, like, an older adjacent millennial now, it's usually my age people who get too fucked up and think they can get down in the pit and just ruin the time for people.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, the Furnace is this new spot in town, which is an all-ages, sober venue. And, like,
Furnace.
It's dope. It's a old church on... Where's it at? It's kind of near, like Central it's on like First and St. Francis, kind of like around that area. Like a little bit farther into, I can't remember where it's at, like exactly pinpointed. But anyway,
I know the area, so
yeah.
I'm trying to. It's like the Nifty Nut House is in that kind of.
Yeah, if you keep going farther down first, it's kind of towards that direction.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, but it's one of those blink and you miss it venues, but the venue is dope. And
did it used to be a movie theater at one time?
No, it was a church.
It's a church.
Yeah. But like I went there for a first show. I did a doubleheader show because I had a Wednesday off, which is a strange thing for me. But like there was a band called No Cure that was touring that I went and saw them. The show was out by 8:30, and I was sore. And then I went to Kirby's to go see another show, and it was awesome. But at that show, I was easily like the oldest person in the room.
That happens to us all the time.
Yeah, but I was like, this is sick. Like these kids are having a ball because I haven't seen a venue like that since I was their age. You know, so I was like, sick. They have a place they can beat up each other and fucking get out their shitty teen angst and have a great time because the world sucks. Let it get out,
dude. In the 90s and the early 2000s, we had a lot of really cool venues and outside stuff. It got really cool, say 2005 to 2015-ish. Like that's about the time they put in like the Donut Hole, and they started like these little hole in the wall bars that were actually doing real bands started popping up. Downtown was getting a little more with the live music,
like Rock Island and stuff like that.
Yeah, and now it's kind of just taking this.
Yeah, which is crazy because I'm like, that brings in such a big crowd. Even if they don't like, I don't know, like my band, like Fossilized, for example, I always made this thing. I'm like, we're heavy music, but we want to make riffs that hit the reptilian part of your brain. So like we have so many people. Like we played Kirby's a couple times, so we started out with like 3 people, but people would hear it and they would be like, oh, let's groove. Okay, this got a rhythm to it. And like people who come in, like you can tell they're not metalheads. Like they're just like hipster kids from WSU who are like, oh yeah, but they're just having a good time because shit just grooves. I'm like, yeah, it's like, come in, dude. Like,
I mean, Kirby's is a cool little. It's tiny.
Yeah,
Last time I was, is it still as small? Like
tiny,
this stage,
dude.
you can only put 3 people on the stage.
pretty much.
Yeah,
Like,
that's how it was when I went. I was sitting at like this side table, and they had cards at that time. They had cards on the table. I was playing solitaire.
They moved those
listening to-
tables out, thank God. So I'm like, because like now we have standing room.
Oh, it was tight fitting, and I'm okay with that. I don't do the big bars at all. I think you'd love Kirby's.
Kirby's is dope.
I've never been there.
Yeah, last time we played there when we were Fossilized, we ended up making the crowd accidentally break 3 of our mic stands because they were moshing so hard they were launching people onto the stage and snapping our mic stands. So
I'd be out on the mosh. I'd be like, "Can I hide behind the bar?"
there's no room to move. It's shoulder to shoulder, nuts to butts, having a good time.
Yeah. No, but that's a cool scene. If it comes down to like choosing one or the other, you're more of a musician.
What versus wrestling? These days, like I'm definitely on the more of a wrestler side right now, just because like time crunch is a thing, and I definitely have spent probably more energy in the past probably 5 years playing wrestling than playing music.
Yeah.
So
do you have like a I want to do this deathmatch wrestling until I'm this age, and then focus more on. Or you just want to keep doing both as often as you can, as much as you can.
The cool thing is like the deathmatch community shares so much with the metal community. Like I've wrestled so many shows that are also have bands on them. Like I've wrestled like no ring shows. I don't know if you've ever been to a no ring show.
Not yet.
We saw you do with Bruisador there.
Yeah, oh yeah, XY. That was a blast.
We didn't get to go to it, but we watched it on the internet.
Yeah, like I've done tons of no ring shows all over the country, and like they're made for like hardcore crowds.
Yeah.
So like they love it because it's in your face. It's like the crowd participation is crazy. So like you're right up front, like they're getting to be part of it, you're getting to be part of it, like, and it's perfect because if you have like the Furnace is a great example of it. It's a huge, long, wide hallway where there's a stage at the end of it. There's a huge open spot. You could have a whole show in there. People are going crazy. They're doing stuff, breaking people through tables, doors, whatever. And then right after the freaking match, band plays. And it would be like the crowd gets into it, like after cleanup, of course, because nobody wants to map. Like, well, I'm one of those people, like moshing in glass or tacks or whatever. So, but I've done that in Detroit. I've done that in Chicago. I've done that like all over the country.
That's not a bad idea for Wichita, because Wichita will come out for a big event like that.
Just saying, I may have something cooking in the works around that. So. But hush. I'm trying to do something.
Just throw us some information.
We don't have anybody who does like what I do in town. That does like that's what they specify in.
Yeah, that's true.
And I know there's a market for it because a lot of people keep asking about it. So maybe you see something. Or Remington Roar presents some way down the line.
Hey, you know what? Just as long as because I'm always up front. If I'm up front, you let me know. Do I need to bring goggles or a face mask or a hazmat suit?
We will have some goggles for a purchase for $1 a goggle.
Okay, just one side. $1, $2 for a set.
Well, funny enough, when I did my last deathmatch, like big, like glass heavy deathmatch in town, we did it at I guess it's not Champs anymore, but it was Champs up on Seneca. Yeah. And
is it not still Champs?
No, it's called like Holiganes or something now.
Was that for nightlife?
Yeah, it's for nightlife. But like they gave the front row like glasses, like hard, construction glasses, and
they didn't offer those to us.
Yeah,
they did.
That's where we.
No,
that's
but
where
you
we
were
went.
supposed to be there that night when we did go to nightlife at Champs, and something happened, and you didn't end up showing that night.
Yeah, it was. I think I was injured or something like that.
Yeah, I couldn't remember. Well, mate, was that when you? No.
When was that?
It was their last show actually.
Oh, yeah. That was the one with Dimitri. Yeah,
yes, Dimitri.
Yeah, I ended up. Yeah, I think I had something going on. I think. Oh no, I was booked. That's what it was. I was booked to roast.
Yeah. So I was looking forward to seeing you, but then I didn't have goggles, and nobody was selling goggles.
Yeah. But the first show we did when I wrestled, it was me, Zombie, Kenny Zombie Jones, and the dude from Texas, huge dude from Texas. I can't remember his name. But like the crowd, it was so funny because the crowd didn't understand until we blasted the first bundle, and they're like, "Oh, okay, I get it now."
Put them on. Like I'd sit there the whole time, like I am so ready.
That was also an incredibly strange crowd because like I came in to sell merch afterwards, and I didn't clean myself up. So I was like, "Yeah, you sell more merch better when you're bloody," and I was like covered, and you could smell me. It's the penny smell, Sonic coins, and the crowd, like the people were like, "Oh man, how'd you get all that fake blood out there?" I'm like, "Brother, you can smell me."
Yeah.
And that is so weird to me that they don't like. They even witnessed it.
Yeah.
And they don't, because Wichita is very much a wrestling town.
Yeah.
But when you go to certain, I don't know if it's certain parts of Wichita that they're just like dumb.
Yeah, well, my brain's like, it's the South Side. You all know what blood smells like.
I know, y'all are killing each other. What is happening? How do you not? You just saw it.
Yeah, and that's one of the funny things is what I do for crowds like that is like, say if I get out of the ring, win or lose, like I eat glass, so I eat the tubes. So like what I'll do is like the crowd's not understanding. I'll take the tube with me and I'll bring it to merch and I'll just eat it. I'll just munch on it and like I'll be like, yeah, because I've had fans who think it's fake, and I'll be like, oh, is that real? I'm like, yeah, and they're like, well, if it's real, give me a piece. I'm like, sure. So I'll hand it over to them, and I'll see them eat it, and be like, why would you do that? That was so stupid. Don't eat glass. Like, and they're just like upset because they're eating the glass. I'm like, yeah, it's actual glass.
What do they think you like sit there and like you're an expert sugar spinner?
They think it's sugar glass. I'm like, you know how expensive a sugar glass bottle is, let alone 200
Do you know how long
tubes?
it would take to make it?
Can you imagine sugar glass pain?
Like that's Remington on his just making sugar glass. Like you're a professional. You should go to.
He's a candy maker.
Yeah. Me a sweet, just nothing but an apron, like an upturned like bun. Be like, yep, sugar glass.
Listening classical music and Carmen making sugar glass tubes. We got to make it look real.
I'd be just blaring ABBA. That's what I'd be doing. Like,
hey, you know what? That's a good time. ABBA is my mom's shit. I love ABBA.
Me and Gavin Bush be blaring some ABBA. That do be fun. Like
that Gavin Bush is something else. That does not surprise me. He's something else. So, what other questions do you have for Rem?
So you said you wrestled like Madman Pondo. Is there any other like of those old school hardcore guys you wrestled? Like
I've wrestled the Necro Butcher.
I was about to ask the Necro Butcher.
That's my biggest. Like, who have you beat? And I've beaten the Necro Butcher.
That's awesome.
Like Necro is dope. Masada. I've wrestled.
Masato Tanaka.
No, like Masada Masada.
Okay.
Like, not Masada Tanaka, but like Masada as in like long-haired, eyebrow piercing, like... To be fair, Brig, if you're listening to this, you were still once like the hardest person's ever hit me in the mouth.
Oh, wow.
He knocked me out in mid-match. Like, he gave me an open hand slap and knocked me out. It was sick.
Wow. Crazy.
But to be fair, also, like, I want to wrestle him again really bad because we had a match in Houston. And that's like, I remember I messaged you one time and you were like, hey, make sure you don't bring weapons. Like, I don't understand that we are the most dangerous weapons in the match. That is the epitome of like, we had a barbed wire board, he had his barbed wire baseball bat, and I had my machete, and that's all we had. And we beat the shit out of each other.
Wow.
And I was my first day off of not feeling bad because I had walking pneumonia.
Oh, no.
And I was like, I can breathe. And during that match, I was like, I'm dying because my respiratory system was not right. But I was like, we're still going to fight. And we fought for like 20 minutes and just went at it. That was a great match. But he's beyond tough. He's still for always going to be the ultra-violent beast, even when he's like, because he's like in his, about to be 50. So he's getting like up there for deathmatch guys. Matt Tremont have wrestled...
Tremont, we saw him at GCW.
Yeah, I popped Tremont at that show. It was so funny. Because, like, during his match, he came to the corner. He's like, oh, it's Rim. I was like, hey, man. Who else, man? I've wrestled, like, a lot of legends. Takeda from BJW. That's, like, we say scissor boards. All I think about is Takeda.
That is just the most awful thing.
Yeah, scissor boards are rough. Like, I know, like, that's one of the few things I haven't taken. I've taken scissor bats, but I haven't taken scissor boards.
The one I saw wasn't even in Japan. It was just I don't even know what company.
Was it Jimmy Lloyd when he got impaled like to the throat?
No, it was like a board of them like that, and they were like all lined up. And he landed
like
his back on him. You just see him
real
jam.
low budget. Like they were making the weapons before the show. Like I don't even remember what the show. It was a YouTube thing.
Yeah, we saw it on YouTube, and she saw that.
One of my first matches, like when I was a kid, that got me like into death matches was a scissor board death match with Takeda.
Yeah.
So like I wonder if it was that one.
You know, I'd have to go back and watch. I do know there was a white boy with, like, he was bald, heavy set, deciding who was using what. And all I remember is he flipped him on top of that scissors, and you could see it go through his rib. Like, and me, I'm going, no, yes. I don't want you to die.
Scissors are brutal, man.
Like, you can bleed, that's fine. If you like that, but death is not something, I mean, I get it. It's a death match. This is controversial. I get it.
Well, that's one of my favorite...
I don't want you to actually die, though.
Sure. That's one of my favorite things. Everybody's like, well, it's not a death match because nobody dies. I'm like, no. The reason why we call it a death match because the chance of death is higher.
Right.
That's why we call it a death match.
But I don't want you to die.
Right.
We don't need to be puncturing lungs, kidneys, or livers. We don't need to bleed out in the ring. That's never anything I want to experience at all. I really want every wrestler to limp away whole. Be able to grab all your parts and walk off.
I'm trying to think of any other like super legends. Like Shadow WX is one. He's like he's like a wing legend. Who else? I think it's really like all like the big like Mount Rushmore ones. Because like there's only like one Mount Rushmore guy. I was supposed to work in Atlanta, but I freaking messed up my knee. I was supposed to wrestle Tank. And Tank's like an OG IWA like Mid-South guy. Like he's like I used to watch matches with him and Samoa Joe where he would no-sell Samoa Joe and then beat his ass. Like
that's like, why Samoa Joe does it to everybody else.
Yeah. Well, it was a great match with him where like Joe goes to do like the middle rope suicida like shoulder tackle and Tank just eats it and just Joe drops.
Oh my god!
He's just like
he
gets up Joe and just shoot headbutts him because Tank's known for his like big head because Tank's a huge dude. Even like. I think he's probably in his late 50s, like now, but he's like 6'5", like 330, like a
Jesus
huge
Christ,
dude. Man, sweet teddy bear of a human, but in the ring he's like, you can see it just shut off. I'm like, oh no, man, my head's gonna get caved in.
I am in danger.
I am in danger.
So, any other questions for Rim?
No, I think that's about it right now.
Okay, well, I'm going to take a quick 2-minute break, and then we're going to come back, and we're going to break down this show.
Okay.
We'll talk all the shit.
All the shit.
Things did happen.
Yeah, things went awry. All right?
All right,
let's do that.
Yeah.
Birthday?
December 28th.
My birthday is December 29th.
Oh, my God!
I'm not lying. Hold on a second, dude. That's crazy.
That is fucked up.
Well, if he wasn't white, I'd say you would be related.
I'm a peppermint. I'm native, too, so like...
Oh, my God.
Yeah, that's what I'm...
I can't have two of Jay, okay? Only one. I can...
two? I told you clones everywhere. Like...
That's crazy. I've actually never met anybody who was as much like him as you are. You are a lot alike. It's so funny. I might have to take a mental head break. You got a high ego too.
I have no ego.
Not even I've got an ego.
No, dude, I'm really good at faking it. Let's put it that way. I can say things I do out loud and it sounds like I'm actually done stuff. I'm like, oh yeah, I guess I do stuff. But in the eyes, like, nah, I'm just.
Yeah, no, Jay
just,
thinks he's the greatest thing that's ever walked the earth.
I'm like, people are like when I talk about my lifts or some shit like that, like that's crazy. I'm like, it's okay. It's fine. That's me all the time.
See, I have no ego whatsoever, but Jay's like, yeah, no, I'm the greatest thing since sliced bread.
Hey, man. Well, he's got my half then.
Yeah.
One of us had that ego. That's cool. Well, that's the same shit when I'm in the back of the locker room and all the green kids are like, oh, man, like you're such an aspiration to us, man. Like, you can show, we come from here and we can go around the world and do stuff. I'm like, am I that guy? I guess I'm that guy. Because, do you remember, did you ever see Red James when he wrestled?
Yes.
Yeah.
So in the back, the kid talking to me one time and he was like, I really love how you've cultivated this really positive energy in the back. And I was like, what do you mean me? He's like, dude, you're like the locker room leader. Like you're the Undertaker back here. I was like,
I'm
me? I guess. I was like, I guess. I was like, I am that dude who if somebody's causing a problem, I will get up in their face and be like, hey, let's not do that. And they're like, okay, sorry, my bad. I didn't mean to.
That's part of the reason why I don't talk to very many people, because I get intimidated early and easily, and I'm like, yeah, no, they don't want to talk to me. He goes and gets fucking light bulbs busted on his face. Why would he want to talk to me?
I eat the glass for fun.
I know that's a whole other. That's a psychological. I feel like your mom analyzes you a lot.
She doesn't get it. It's like I hate that. I hate that she comes to those matches now because for the longest time I tried to I hid my back from my mom for 2 years after.
Did you really?
Yeah. She didn't see any of that. And then one show I wrestled at the Cotillion, and it was me and Lilith Grimm. And I went to the merch table with Lilith afterwards, and my mom's there, and my shirt's off. So I'm like, fuck. And so she spins me around. She's like, oh, well, okay. And I was like, yep, can't return them. And then I hit her with the one thing my mom can't argue with, and she's like, man, I wish you didn't. It's like, well, Mom, it's my body, my choice. And she's like, fair
Damn
enough.
it.
Fair enough.
Wow.
And she's like, fair enough. I respect it.
You know, it's funny. Is the very first person we had interaction with at an HCW show was your mom.
Dude, my mom's a sweet bean.
She was blocking off, you had a bunch of family coming to that show, so she was blocking off tables, and we sat in the wrong one, and she said, no, that's saved. And I went, oh, okay. And we moved.
She's super supportive. It's so funny because she's one of those weird moms where she's very supportive with always an asterisk on the end of it. She's like, I love you doing stuff, but I wish you were doing this. Even she would come to my shows, she would my metal shows. She'd wear my merch and she would sometimes mosh, what I thought was so funny. But she'd be like, oh, when are you gonna make the dance track though? I was like, oh, my mom's a disco, funk, R&B.
I was gonna say heavy metal disco.
It's Static X. They're evil disco.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. How do you?
It exists. It's there.
Interesting. I haven't heard it, so that's going to be a new one. I'm going to have to. No.
Static X rules. That's actually one of my top 3 best live bands I've ever seen.
Wow.
Was it with Wayne?
Yeah, it was with Wayne.
Oh wow.
I saw them at the.
That was a good Static X.
Yeah, I saw them at the Coliseum.
Nice.
And it was dope. It was a crazy tour. It was I paid one. I was thinking about this. I paid $35 for the show, but it was who was it? It was Bury Your Dead, Black Label Society, Suicide Silence, Static X, Mudvayne, and Korn.
Nice.
And then
that's crazy lineup.
6 local bands also on top of that, and a freak show in between. And I paid $35 for that show.
Was it
Hell yeah.
festival?
It was called SummerSlam.
Oh.
Yeah.
When was that?
I was 16, so that would have been. No, I was younger than that. I was 14, so it would have been 2007, 2006.
Oh. Crazy.
I haven't made it to a lot of metal shows. I've only seen. I think the heaviest bands I saw was Clutch and Lamb of God.
Oh, Lamb of God's dope live though. I haven't seen Clutch, but
yeah.
Clutch was at the Cotillion.
Yeah, the thing is a lot of my friends don't like those kind of shows.
Brother, I feel that. I feel that so hard. Well, that's the funniest thing though. Is I always tell people, I'm like, I know you're not into this, but it's live. It's the same thing as wrestling. I know people who don't like wrestling. I'm like, no. Come watch live wrestling.
It's a whole lot
it's a lot different.
Okay, I'm not big on NASCAR.
Yeah.
When you're watching it on TV, it's oh. But when you go to a race and you feel the car drive by you if it's blowing you back.
Well, that's how I feel about
the whole thing.
That's how I feel about sports. I've played sports all my life. I don't like watching sports very much. Basketball's the only one I like because I can analyze it the most. But I don't like watching football and I hate watching baseball. So my mom's like, baseball. I'm like, oh, this is so fucking boring. But like when I go to a live baseball game, I'm having a great time. I was like, hell yeah, dude, have a couple beers, catch a ball, have good times. Like,
you have to have a beer and a hot dog.
Yeah,
that
dude,
is
it's
required.
the vibe.
I love watching live games. I'm all about it.
Yeah.
I've never been to a pro football game or basketball, but I have been to like baseball games because I'm a Texas Rangers.
Oh, right on. I've been to a Texas Rangers game.
We went. I got free tickets a couple years ago when we saw Texas Rangers play the Royals, and the Rangers won, and Jay was so mad, and I was so happy. And we almost got rained out because it rained. It was like a 3-hour delay or some shit like that. I just happened to get them free through work.
Hey, I got family in Arlington. I used to live there for a little bit. So like my cousin Tommy Dean, he was like, he owns trucking companies. He's like, hey, you want to go see the Rangers? I was like, hell yeah. So
that's on my bucket list to go down to Texas to go to Ranger Stadium.
It was dope. It was awesome. We did that one, and then I saw there was like a high school game played in the old Cowboy Stadium, like not the new one. The new one was also dope. I've been to there too, but the old Cowboy Stadium was also cool. And then my first true football, like NFL football game, Helms took me to with his family. We went and saw. It was the Broncos and the Chiefs.
Wow.
And then we went again after that. It was Chiefs.
Well, that's the kind of game you want to see.
Well, dude, it was that. The second one was even better because of the Chiefs and the Raiders. And I was like, dude, hands were getting thrown. It was awesome. Like,
if it was old school Raiders, yeah, there might have been guns and weapons.
Oh yeah, it was we were like 13. So yeah, probably like 2006, 2005.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I was a '90s Raiders fan back before they decided to leave the ghetto, and they decided. Be all uppity and shit. Stop using.
Go back to Oakland.
Yeah, well, that's when they played good.
Yep. Come out to NWA. Be hard. Like.
So let's get into this card. So on Friday, we did a weird Friday night. We only had 2 Friday night shows booked this year. We usually do Saturday Night Devastation, but this was Friday Night Devastation in Salina at the trampoline park in the back alley, which sounds weird when I say it that way because it sounds like I'm telling you to go to like
it's
a back
outside
alley.
the venue.
Yeah, it sounds like I'm telling you to go meet us in the alley. That's what it sounds like. But it's
cool,
the
though.
venue is called in the back alley, and this was Friday. So it was an interesting start because the very first thing that happens is Billy comes up to me and goes, "I got a job for you guys," and I went, "What?" And he goes. So you guys have talked about doing commentary. Do you want to do commentary? And absolutely my head went, no way.
You should.
No, I cried. I did. I started shaking immediately. Had to buy a bunch of beer, and I was like, oh, I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't do this because all those people are going to hear it, and they're going to get mad, and then there's going to be a bunch of negativity.
What do they know?
And still, I'm going to fuck it up somehow. So I was so nervous, and then Billy decided to drop another bomb, which I don't want to even talk about. But we did it. We did commentary.
Yeah, I saw y'all behind the booth, and I was like, oh, it's kind of a special occasion. Let's go.
Once we got warmed up, that was a hell of a lot of fun. Yeah. That's a whole different perspective, new for us. I quite enjoyed it. I probably would do it again.
It was hard not to cheer or boo or like clap really hard.
Yeah, clapping's the hardest part because you don't want to clap into the mics, but it's like, I mean, forget it, man. You're supposed to be biased.
And that's
we were a little bit.
We were trying. We did. Yeah, I should have just stuck to my regular self, and then I would have just like started chants behind the mic and started booing people. But I thought, maybe we'll play a little.
Boo Gavin.
I did.
That's
only like boo
Gavin. That's the only way we even know how to respond to you. It's fine. Like
I don't have words for him. He's like, oh, your fake suit. Boo. So the very the show kicked off, and of course we had Chris the Voice, who always does a wonderful job in Salina. He's the MC for Salina. And this was all because Jeff Mitchell, who is the voice of HCW, decided to go on a trip to Vegas.
Oh, good job for Mitt. Or Jeff. I didn't even know he did that.
Yep. So, and I messaged him. I said, you son of a bitch. Next time you leave, you better tell me. I'm not going to that show. So the very first match is the VIP match, which I don't know why I'm reading that. Okay, so it's a #1 contender for the independent title, which was Clay Huna, who we hadn't seen in a couple of months.
A while.
Yeah. And then it was Clay Huna versus Shane Davis, who is a member of the cabinet.
Shane the Freight Train.
Versus Nathan Bourne, the other tag team partner of Malik Mayfield, versus the illustrious Ray Leon.
Nathan Bourne's the pretty boy, isn't he?
Yeah, he's the skinnier.
Yeah.
He came with Malik last month to Salina, but he didn't wrestle. Or no, it was Wichita.
Yeah, Wichita.
So he was at Wichita. He did the Rumble.
I believe. I saw him and I was like, you put like 10 pounds of muscle in that dude, and he's going to be something. So I was like, he's got a great look. I don't know what he's like. You know, I didn't get to talk to him much, but promo-wise or anything like that, character-wise, I was like, he's got a really good look.
I think if he gets a little bit more confidence.
Yeah.
And because he's still very, very, very new.
Yeah, he's green.
But working with Malik, who's got...
Love Malik.
Malik is so... Like, his confidence level is just so... Not that he's actually an egotistical person, but he has a lot of confidence.
He knows he's got it. He knows what's
Yeah,
up. Like,
so him working with Malik is a really good... It's going to be... And they're called the Natural...
No.
Natural Born?
Born to...
It is
Born in the Moment.
Born in the moment. Yeah,
That's
that's
right.
right. Because Malik is the moment, and he's Nathan Bourne. Okay.
Good name.
So, go ahead.
Go ahead. Well, we didn't... So, like, Clay Huna, like you said, we ain't seen him in a while. Looking real good.
Yeah, he
looking
does.
real good.
I like his Samoan style.
Shane
Yeah.
Davis, not looking too bad either.
I think Shane's got a chip on his shoulder because of the cabinet.
Yeah.
I think he thinks he's like big and bad now.
So
he's got Dickie and Gavin running around.
He had that match won.
He did.
He had that match won, and then he came out to stop whatever was happening with Gavin for some reason instead of picking up the win. And
because he hasn't learned yet to not listen to Gavin. He's stuck. If I listen to Gavin, I'll get where I need to go. I'll get the belts that I want. When Gavin's going to take what
If
Gavin
he would have
wants.
stayed,
Like-
yeah. So was Gavin's point to cost Shane Davis that match? Because that's very much what it seemed
That's-
like.
that's what
if
it- well,
if
that's
they'd
what
have left
happened.
it be, he would have had it in the bag.
yeah,
But they actually cost him that match. But and then was that the same time that Gavin was throwing his title down?
no, that was after the match.
After the
well, yeah, but it was at the same.
Yeah, that was
that
that
was
match.
that match.
It was
Same
that
time,
match.
yeah.
That is crazy. Kahuna could have had that taken, but them freaking shenanigans from the cabinet, God blessed cabinet, was just
God blessed
ridiculous. Well, short of saying you sons of bitches.
Are you ready for the 4th of July like cabinet promo? It's got like, it's gonna be intense.
You know, and I imagine like wigs, white wigs.
White wigs. Like,
Yeah.
I'm waiting for like flags with Gavin's face on them. Like that's what I'm waiting for. 100%.
see.
Have you seen his flag?
No way.
He was on
legit has a
Bumping
flag.
Chops.
Yeah.
And he has a pink American flag, and where the stars are is his
It's the
like
bush.
his shirt.
It's all the bush.
Johnny's gonna get a hold of. I don't want. Okay, man. I don't want to know that.
Yeah, it's gonna be. So I don't know if this was a smart move for Shane to join the
He
cabinet.
could have been the number one contender for the Independence Championship.
He
but
could've.
instead, we got Ray, which I'm going to be honest, Ray versus Kane,
Yeah,
It's gonna be fire.
that's going to be a good match.
it is.
Sorry.
But you know what? You were a little worried that Ray was not going to be focused.
I was. Ray seems like since he's lost his title, he's lost
He's
his,
like a little
his
less
spirit.
pep
I
in his
feel like
step.
he lost his spirit.
Well,
you know?
what's his win loss after the he
This is
lost
the first
belt?
match he's won.
I'm saying
He's been on a losing
Well,
streak.
maybe this is the Ember because like
Yeah, there you go.
I've worked Ray. Like I beat Ray for the Heartland champion. But like, if you ever went back and watched that match, we are fighting. Like
Yeah.
it's like Samoa Joe low key. We are fighting. And so I know what he's got, but he has to have that fire in his belly to really get there. And if I know what it's like to lose that title. It's one of the worst feelings. It's like getting your prized treasure ripped away. So it does put you in the dirt for a while. But you got to claw your way out.
So I feel like this was that moment for him. Like it's kind of like a boost in your confidence. If it wasn't for him winning this number one contendership, maybe he would still be sitting in that kind of a dark space. But maybe this is what he needs, because if he's going to go up against Kane Carter,
Who has no doubt in himself.
No
none
doubt, yeah.
whatsoever.
I worked
He's
him too.
going
I
to
know
ne-
exactly what it feels like.
He
Like-
is going to need all of that to either come out on top or, I mean, I believe if he
or
keeps
lose
it,
gracefully. I mean, because
Yeah.
this is Kane Carter we're talking about.
That's one of those. It sounds cliche, but that's gonna be one of those fights where it's the fans are gonna be the winners of it.
Yeah.
It's like no matter who comes up on top, they're gonna be like, "Wow, I saw something amazing tonight." So and
Yeah, we already have a list. Like I make stars next to all the matches that could be number one matches of the year for our awards at the end of the year, and I already have that one earmarked for the future without even have seen it. I know it's going to be a great match. Clay Huna, I hope we get to see a lot more. I do love him. I would
Clay,
love to
yeah.
see him in a a singles match. I kind of wanted Clay Huna to beat the hell out of Shane Davis. I'm not gonna lie.
Just having that 1v1 standoff would be kind of dope. Like just throwing headbutts at each other. I love it. I love a good shoot. But
You don't take a Samoan headbutt. That is the number one rule. Don't do
Shane
it.
don't know that. If Gavin told him that, hey, go headbutt that man, but he's got Samoan headbutts. Go headbutt that man. He'd do it because he's under Gavin's foot like that. But man, there's nothing more satisfying than hearing the skulls crack together. That wet slap. Oh, it's my favorite sound. One of my favorite sounds.
I'm sure you absolutely love that. Me, I'm like, oh, that sounds like a concussion.
I'm telling you, you'll hear it even through when I get that hold of blade, you'll hear it even through that mask. It's going to be wet cement on wet cement. That's what's going to happen.
Oh,
so when you were talking about him making Dickie pick up the belt, it was because for some reason during that match, he stopped them from beating on Ray. Remember?
Okay, so the shenanigans were going
that.
on.
Yeah, Dickie jumped in front of Ray.
Shane
Dickie's
got feelings for Ray. That's a long pass.
He admitted it on here that he is still Ray's number one fan, and Ray did protect him in the Rumble, but then he let Johnny have him. Like, he protected him from everybody else, but he's like, Johnny, go ahead. But Dickie, when they're doing the shenanigans, Dickie full on stopped him. And they're looking at him, and so he gets out of the ring with his head down like, oh, I don't know what to say. Kind of like, I wouldn't say shame, but just like so conflicted on what he's supposed to do. I think that'd be a good way.
Well, it's an emotional strain. It's kind of the same idea of like me and Aaron. Like, if I saw Aaron getting his ass whooped, I'd go out and save my longtime almost family member. But if I know for a fact he's in the wrong, he's gonna get the boots.
Yeah,
that's how it goes.
I mean, that's fair. So I don't know.
He's always in the wrong though.
That's not wrong. Ray's not in the wrong though. He's just
Ray's not in the wrong. But Dickie,
Dickie's
always in the wrong. I would say I was confused when that happened. I think Billy was confused when that happened.
We were all confused.
We were all a little like, what's going on here?
But what does that mean for the cabinet if?
You think it's a weak spot?
Yeah, because is the loyalty there? Because the thing about a faction is if you know the loyalty is all the way around, you're unstoppable. Right. It doesn't matter.
And that's what Gavin was testing Shane with.
Yeah. So, I think as a revenge, he drops his belt and makes Dickie pick it up, and then drops it again, throws it down again, and makes him pick it up like, you are my dog. Mm-hmm. How long is Dickie going to let Gavin treat him like a dog before Dickie, who has a lot of power, no matter how much we like it or not, he does have a lot of power, just gets tired of that ego. I mean, they have the same goal for now. But eventually, Dickie could have other goals. Yeah. Because he's been known to do that.
Are you contemplating that Dickie has a moral compass switch?
Maybe something happened. Because, you got to see... He did actually come out and apologize to the HCW universe for that stuff. Now, how many other wrestlers have you seen apologize? Did Ray ever come out and say, hey, I'm sorry for every little thing I ever did wrong? No. Do you think Chance is ever going to come out and say, I am sorry for everything?
No, because
Blade will never once come out and go, I'm sorry.
You don't think I'm going to make Blade say I'm sorry? I'm going to make Blade say I'm sorry.
You're going to make Blade say he's sorry? Mm-hmm. We're going to get out the big guns for that one. That's where we're going to have the poppers. Like, oh shit, he said he was sorry.
Me just face first mask, ripped open mask into the freaking camera. Say it! Say it!
I am sorry.
That's right.
So that was a great way to start the show. It was a phenomenal VIP because they've been better about starting the show right off the bat. Yeah. Because there's no more schmoozing or giving you a gentle rub before we get into the actual event. No. Yeah, no, we went straight in. It was fabulous. It was a grand time. So we will get to see Ray and Kane Carter for the Independence Champ. Did they say when that match was going to happen?
I didn't hear when it was going to happen, but I'm
think
assuming
they did say.
Probably at the next show or two.
It's either the next Wichita show or maybe the next Wichita show.
Unless it's Salina. Well, no, I don't know.
It depends on Kane's schedule.
That's true.
He's a busy man.
He is a very busy man. So it'll be announced whenever it happens, but we are looking forward to that. That's going to I'm going to need to stretch before we go to the show. Probably not going to be on commentary because you're not going to want to hear the shit that comes out of my mouth. If you think the shit that I say on here is bad, you should hear what I actually say at the show. So then we get the show. The actual match 1 starts out with a street fight, which was Aaron. No.
There was a tag match.
I'm going off my card. Okay, so it was a tag match. It was Native Combat versus Double Stuffed.
Double Stuffed.
You know what?
Double-stuffed.
I am so glad to see them back. They've been so freaking busy. We haven't seen them in months. But good God, Tobias is twice the size he was last time I saw him.
Well, it's funny because I think he's like his up top is like leaner because he's got more abs, but his legs are just like more centaur than usual.
Holy crap, he's huge.
I love Tobias.
But even like, Calvin Aldridge is twice the size he was.
Yeah,
like those
he looks
two.
great.
I was like, I remember when he was kind of like Gavin skinny,
Yeah.
and now he's not.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Well, I mean, they've been like I think they have probably like 3 or 4 tag champs like belts. Like,
Yeah.
around. Like I remember I was talking to him in the back and they were like, "Yeah, man, we were Trevor Murdoch's last match." And I'm like, "Y'all were dope. Like y'all are the guys." Like
I've been following him around. I'm like, you're down in Florida working, and you're down in all these, that's how I was like,
I
are
think
we
Billy-
ever going to see them again?
what's
I think
hard?
Billy also said they were the WLW champion.
Yep.
That's
Tag team
craziness.
And
They
that's-
didn't throw Oreos though.
Yeah. Well, they gotta have Bert for that.
They have to have what?
The big guy, the third of double stuffed.
Who is that?
Bert.
Bert who?
He's what's his last name? He's the big white dude. He's the huge like chunky white dude who does the steamroller.
He has never come with them.
I see every time, like, so when they wrestle at Fountain City, they always have him.
Oh,
And
okay.
You guys would love him. He's like such a character, and like he's such a, because like obviously Tobias and
Calvin.
Calvin are so jacked, and like he's such a he's a fluffier guy. But it's so funny because like they'll like the opponents will always come up and try and like pose off. And they're like, "Nah, we send Bert out." And Bert's like the big, like, John Candy shit, dude. He's like, "No, I'm the biggest man here." And which technically he is. So it's like I love him, man. He's awesome. Like,
The first time we saw Double Stuff, they had it was actually not Calvin, the other one.
Tobias.
Tobias had singles of Oreos stuffed in his gear.
Yeah.
He was throwing crotch cookies at people, but they weren't double stuffed, and I was terribly disappointed.
Damn shame.
I was like, if you're gonna throw an Oreo at my face, calling yourself double stuffed, you better
gotta be double stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no Oreos. But that was one hell of a match. And I'm really excited because our tag division at HCW kind of took a little bit of a little dive since we haven't had Only Friends. You do feel the absence in that.
Well, the Diamond Kings are kind of having a time right now too.
The Diamond Kings.
Which, I mean, that's fine. It's fine.
There's been a few tags that have kind of.
It's fine.
It's not fine.
It's fine. It's fine. They're having a problem. I don't care.
Anyway.
I haven't seen Jacque in a while, and that's fine. You can stay away. I think Mike's feeling it today too. That's also fine.
I'm sure
I guarantee he is.
So it's good to see that we're going to get some new tags and then to start
redeveloping
redeveloping the tag division, because at one time, this time last year, the tag division was far and away higher than anything else. Go ahead with your comments with your Native Combat.
What do you mean my comments with my Native
I
Combat?
know you got some say you love Native Combat.
They're
you like
good.
Coda Brand.
I like Coda, and Billy asked me, he's like, you know, to cheer for Coda Brand. It's like, yeah, I do. I'm not gonna lie, I'll cheer for Coda Brand. But you know, when it came to that match, I was all behind Double Stuff.
Yeah.
So
It's hard not to.
I really like Tobias. Like you said, he's a fun watch.
He's a unit, man.
Yeah.
He reminds me a lot of like if you made Kurt Angle smile a lot more. That's exactly what Tobias Storm is.
That is
like
accurate,
see that.
and I see that now that you said that.
Yeah, like he reminds me a lot of like Angle, or like kind of with like Shelton Benjamin, with like positivity turned up to 11.
Yeah.
Like,
we are gonna all win and have fun.
that's right. Friendship, hands in. Like,
Yes.
it's throat, and then crushes you with his giant quads. Like
I said friendship hands in.
pop eyeballs shoot
Do
out.
you think that match would have had a different outcome though if Malik and
Yeah, so Malik did both of it.
yeah, both of them came
Malik and his tag partner came out, and it wasn't really shenanigans.
all they
so much.
did
It
was show up. All they had to do
it
was show their
but
face.
that was enough
That
of
was
a
enough.
distraction. Because you know what, though, Malik, to be fair, has all the right. He's been kidnapped. He has been injured.
They attacked him while he was training.
Yeah.
That's
so,
true, yeah.
and he didn't even do shit. All he did was come out behind the curtain and just stand there, and that was enough. for Native Combat to lose that match. And it was smart for Double Stuff to capitalize, because wouldn't you?
I would.
I would. You're distracted. Whatever.
Well, I mean, that kind of shows the difference in the evolution and like the I guess the status of both teams. Is like Native Combat is like they've been an established tag team in HCW for a while, but they're not out traveling. They're not out doing as much as the legwork currently as Double Stuff is.
Yeah.
So like they can sit, like Tobias and Calvin can sit here and put the blinders on. Maybe they can't do that yet.
Yeah.
You know.
You think it's a little bit of their little bit, not, I don't want to say green.
Distracted.
Easily distracted.
Distracted.
And so, I don't know what that means for the future, but I am excited for what that means as far as, I don't know if that means Double Stuff will get a tag title opportunity or maybe a number one contendership. I think it was a good showing for management to go, maybe.
No Coast versus Double Stuff be dope.
I think so.
And I'd have to be there ringside for my boys, but like I would watch.
I mean, but at that point, if it's Double Stuff versus No Coast, you wouldn't have to. There's not going to really be any shenanigans going on because it's going to be a really fair match, I think.
But that's a mental win on my side because I've wrestled Tobias and beat Tobias. So having me on the side, like man, like you know, he's part of No Coast. What else? What else are they packing back there? What else they got in the armory?
Oh,
so,
fair enough.
Yeah. Because also, to be fair, me and Vale were the only folks in HCW that been to Japan. We're both undefeated in Kirk and Hall.
Did you guys go together?
No, he went earlier with Wrestle 1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he went before I did, and I went for Big Japan. But we always make the joke. We're like, well, technically, we are the stable that is undefeated in Kirk and Hall.
Nice.
Well, technically. And then, so this one and these two are switched around, are they not?
No, the matches were all the same.
No, because where is it
They were all
at?
the same because I was watching the card as we went.
When did Blade come out?
Wait, my
He
match.
came out with this match.
These two weren't switched around?
No.
I thought he said they did.
No.
Okay. So, then we had, what was it, a number one contendership? No, it was an actual
it was just a
for
triple
the
threat.
out, but it was for the Outlook
Yeah,
title.
for the Outlook
Yes.
title.
Okay, so it's Tino Valentino, who we absolutely fucking love. And then Paradox, who is... Everybody in Salina just pops so freaking loud for Paradox.
He already is, but he is the golden boy. So
Yeah.
it's going to get that pop.
Versus Gavin Bush, accompanied by his cabinet and one kind of halfway there. I mean, Shane was a little worse for wear, shall we say. So, that was a great match. Go ahead.
So always happy to see Tino. You
We
know that.
fucking love Tino Valentino.
I think I was like fanboying him over the commentary. I was like, I love
Everything
Tino.
he does.
Yeah, everything he
You're
does.
like, ooh, all the cake.
all the cake.
He is straight.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah, but you can appreciate good cake. Bias is that same way. I'll say that too. That's the most caked up man in the locker room.
I actually said that when he walked by. I was like, holy crap.
It's a weapon. 100%.
We'd lay off on the squats.
Nah, it's
First,
fine. It's
pretty
fine.
soon he's going to have to buy 2 seats.
One for each cheek. Yeah.
Something. But Tino is a grand time. Paradox is always great. But then, we got Gavin.
That man got his chest caved in during that match.
Gavin, he's like a magnet for them chops, man.
Yeah. I was telling him, like, in the back, I was like, bro, listen, we're different people, but as somebody who cares a lot about your mental physics, especially building muscle, that is my gimmick. I eat glass, I pound ass, I gain mass. And so I feel responsible for everybody in the locker room to gain mass. And I was like, brother, you gotta get some titties. Like, you gotta get something to flex on. Because my brain's like, if you took maybe like a couple of months, just peck dick, bench press, incline, and just like comes back with a huge chest, and somebody swings in and hurts their own hand, I'm like, Gavin, come on, man, protect your heart.
To be fair, he's actually bigger than he was when he started.
I'll say that. Yeah, 'cause he's getting his ass beat. Of course, his chest's gonna grow because we're repeatedly getting beat up. Muscles are breaking down.
It's like calloused at this point. Like Jay said on commentary, he's like that poor guy is never gonna have chest hair.
No,
No.
It's underneath the sternum.
It's
beat in there. Like,
it's like an an unspoken like term that Gavin will get chopped by damn near everybody in the locker room if he shows up.
No, ever since that Red Kettle Rumble, oh my God, dude, I was like, I feel kind of bad for the kid.
And the crowd just loves when Gavin gets chopped. And I'm like, Gavin, you could say no.
No, he talks that talk, so he's gonna get it either way. Yeah. It doesn't matter if he wants it or not. He's gonna get it. Like, it's just what it is.
He tries to run away. You hear him scream, "No!"
Well, again, when he was on Bumpy Chops, he actually said he did not like getting chopped by Paradox, and he was trying to avoid him. He avoided him a few times.
He said Paradox has got the hardest chop, and to be fair, the one that made him actually bleed was Paradox.
He never been chopped by me. I'm gonna say that.
Drake also gave him a really.
Drake do hit hard. So I would.
Paradox and Drake.
To be fair, Paradox and a bit Spike. Paradox. I'm not gonna put these in order, but Paradox, Drake, me, Blade. Like, those are probably the top 4.
Yeah, I heard Blade's chops.
I can tell you a crazy story about somebody I chopped one time, and they thought they actually had a heart palpitation from me hitting them.
For real?
I hit hard. Yeah.
Who did you hit that thought that?
So funny enough, we had a crazy incident after a show, and I chopped a fan one time, and this fan wanted it. This is consensual. Let everybody know that. I chopped him, but he messaged me months later. He's like, "Hey man, I'm just letting you know that when you chop me, I didn't know this beforehand because he had heart surgery at one point."
Oh shit!
And he was like, "Yo, I thought that you knocked one of my stents out." So I went to my doctor and I was like, "Hey, my heart's feeling rough. Can you check on that and give me an ultrasound?" So he does. He's like, "Hey, your heart's okay, but your internal sternum is bruised, deep bone bruise." He's like, "Don't do that again because I might just break your sternum or mess up your heart." So to be fair, I do have a heart punch pretty much in my hand. That is, everybody in the HCW locker room who wants some, come get it.
Have you had an HCW fan ask you to chop them?
No, they're not that dumb.
I hope not.
I love the Detroit fans. They're literally my favorite fans in the entire nation. But they are crazy and will go. They take tubes. They gusset themselves. They go crazy and blade themselves in matches. They're
absolutely
wild.
Not. Fuck that
wild. I love Detroit.
The only person I thought I would take a chop from before she moved was Heidi. I thought about it.
That's a rough one. That's a hard. I respect it.
I thought, if I ever want to experience one.
Sure.
And I knew it was going to be a hard female chop because I've seen her chop. So I was like, okay, if I could take one, if I was to pick one, that'd be it. But I ain't signing up for you or Drake or anybody else to chop me. Hell no.
Her or Lilith would be rough. Lilith's chopped me. It's good.
Yeah.
it wakes you up.
Yeah, I know. Renee, who runs the tickets, said that Heidi chopped her. She goes, that's a choice.
She's strong, man.
Yeah, I don't think she's not. It's just, if I didn't want, she's my favorite.
I love Lilith.
I
was talking to her yesterday. I love Lilith.
Lilith needs to come back, and I love Heidi. Is my favorite
busy.
of all. I know she is, and that sucks.
I know.
It sucks for us because
it took her forever to go talk to Heidi and then to get a picture with her.
Fucking 3 years.
She wanted a picture with her so bad.
She's such a sweet baby.
Yeah,
I know.
She got her picture taken, and Heidi was excited because.
See, what you have to do. Do you know how to play Magic the Gathering?
I don't.
Okay, if I teach you to play Magic the Gathering, that'll get you in with almost everybody in the locker. Especially Lilith and Heidi.
It's not going to get me to be any more confident because my mindset is you're on this stage, right? You're this big wrestler guy. You got better things to do than talk to me in my little measly show.
We never have anything better to do than play Magic. We will find any excuse to throw cardboard.
I don't know. I could not. Jay's like, go talk to her. It's like she doesn't want to talk to me.
She's so cool.
I know. And when I did, I cried, and then I skipped away.
Oh, no.
Yeah, she did.
I did. I got it on video.
She's such a sweet peach.
She got her picture taken with her. Got her autograph on her sign. She's like,
it was my birthday.
That's what makes us the moments. Though we will remember that forever. That's what it is.
I don't know why there's still wrestlers that I haven't. I didn't talk to Vale for the longest time.
Yeah, I could not. Intimidated cat.
You don't want to talk to me. I'm just
God.
over here.
If you would have saw me back in the day when Roar first started, when me and Vale were tagging, when we were in the Dark Ages, you would never talk to us.
Probably not.
We were mean as shit.
Yeah.
Our little walkout tag team warm up is we would do our entrance. We'd come at the Flesh God Apocalypse. We'd come out and we'd get in the corner. And I would post up in the corner and he would throw body kicks into my chest as hard as he possibly could, and I would make full eye contact with whoever I was the opponents were, and they're like, "Are we gonna die?"
I feel like this is a threat.
I was like, "They're just warming up, and he's kicking his whole chest in."
And what's funny is 99.9% of the wrestlers are just terribly sweet. But I just have this, I don't know. It's not intimidated or scared. It's more like, yeah, there's no reason
They
for
have
you
better
to...
things to do. They don't.
You're tired. You just beat the shit out of somebody in the ring. Why would you want to talk to me? And then I walk up to you and I'm like, you got new merch? You're like, yeah, I do.
Me caked in blood.
Meanwhile, your mom is trying to get all the blood out of your hair.
Yeah, I was trying to freak her out in the back to get her out of the back because she was having a panic attack. I was like, Mom, stop. And I was like eating chunks of my blood and spelling eat with my blood on my stomach. Like Jamie, like freaking, like Lynn used to do when he spelled kill. I was like, just leave, Mom. I'm going to gross you out until you leave.
Oh, my God.
And then she left. I was like, thank God. I was like, well, the longer she stays around me, the more she's going to panic. So I'm like, stop, go away. Like,
It's blood, Mom. You've seen it before.
it's fine. She's like, your head's busted open. Because she thought it was how, like, when Aaron bashed my head open with that chair.
Oh, yeah.
Which that was, by the way, I didn't get any stitches, Helms. I didn't. Stitches are for bitches. I didn't get stitches.
Would you super glue the shit closed?
Oh, yeah. I freaking wrapped that shit up and just let it go. I had a vagina in my head for like 2 days. It was fine. It was fine. I've only ever got stitches 3 times. So...
Really?
Yeah.
You just glue that shit together and call it good?
Yeah, let's let it heal up. It gives a cool heal. But yeah, this one, I had to get it sewed up the week later because I opened it up in a deathmatch tournament and then my bag. That's it.
Well, that one was a little deep. So
Yeah,
fair enough.
the internals were needed.
Yeah, I mean, we don't want your lung to accidentally pop out when somebody fucking.
I got 2 of them.
What in the hell? So Gavin actually ended up winning and retaining his freaking out of luck title, but I believe Billy said that Tino Valentino and Paradox are both going to be in the King's Cup.
In the King's
Yes.
Cup, yes.
So
Excited for that.
and
by
I
the way.
forgot to mention that. So when we opened, we did, somebody sang the national anthem.
Somebody.
And then Billy comes out and he announces that we are going to have a King's Cup.
Yep, for damn.
And a beautiful trophy. Just an absolute beautiful trophy. It's going to be a yearly event in remembrance for Handgun Dan, Daniel King.
Rest in power, damn.
And they're going to put together a bracket. And so we're going to have both matches in Salina and Wichita, which I'm so fucking excited about.
Mm-hmm.
But Tino is going to be in that.
So, yeah, Ray asked if when you and Michael Maverick came out, he asked me, is Michael Maverick my favorite wrestler? Because, I'm in the 7th.
You're mumbling, too.
Is he your favorite wrestler?
Say it with your chest.
No, I said no. My favorite wrestler was actually Handgun Dan.
Yeah.
That's a good choice. I respect that.
From the moment I saw Handgun Dan, I was like, this guy is it.
His
And
very
I was
first
all
show.
He's a
out of
bad
it.
man. Like,
Yeah.
What really stole him for Handgun, though, because Handgun was having his Chance feud at the time.
Oh, he's going for Chance's
So
head.
and then
Yeah.
he got the title, right? So one of the very first thing he did as soon as he got out of that ring when he won the title is come up and tell him he was going to steal me. And Jay was like, you got to take me first.
No, you got to take me first, buddy.
And ever since
like,
then,
yeah.
he's been throwing up hearts and just absolutely loving
Every time
Danny Pew Pew.
Danny Pew Pew, and I was giving him the hearts when he walked by.
And he walks by trying to throw this nastiest look at him, but then he looks at him like, what the fuck?
Who are you?
Why are you throwing
Why
hearts at me?
you like me? You ain't supposed to like me.
Yeah.
I'm a bad man.
So he stopped coming around our side of the table. He'd go
Killing my vibe.
He's like, I'm trying to be mean. I've got a mean look on my face. Do you not see the mean look?
I got the ski mask on. I'm a bad dude.
I'm not
Do you
supposed
not
to
hear the
laugh.
Godzilla track in the back? Like,
Meanwhile, he's in there giggling.
So yeah, so I have a little thing for the bad guys. I'm not gonna lie.
I get it. He's like a weird combination of Rick Rude and there's just every mean physical heel.
So Rick Rude's actually what I got in wrestling.
Oh, okay.
The very first match I ever saw was Rick Rude, where he came out and he was taunting the crowd and he was going to get the girl in to come kiss him, and ended up being Jake Roberts' wife. And Jake Roberts ran in there and they started fighting, and I was like, "Ooh, this is awesome! Yeah. What is this?"
I love both those guys. Funny enough, it's like 2 of my favorite all-time promos. I love Rick Rude's promos, and Jake the Snake is my favorite promo guy. The one with Rick where he's doing the 405 bench and he benches it off and he's like, you see how fast those plates move? That's how fast that 3 count's gonna be. And I'm like, yeah, buddy. I was like, that's what's up.
Those old school promos, there's something magical about them.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think we appreciated them as much when they were there as we do now, because the promos are different, more scripted, and not so.
Yeah, they're more cinematic versus which cinematic stuff's cool. I like those a lot, but you have to have the character for it.
Yeah.
If you're a Bray Wyatt or you're a let's say the HCW guy. Say if you're like a Simon. A Simon would be cool. To have a big cinematic.
That's where my Bray Wyatt, those kind of almost feel like you're watching a movie.
Yeah.
But to be fair, Bray didn't have to pre-record that shit. He's done it in the ring, and I've seen it, and that shit like makes your skin stand straight up on end. So Gavin retains. He still holds it, and then right after that is when Mindy comes out, and she's gonna watch the next match because she's still holding the title, and she hasn't had really a competitor.
She said there's no competition.
And to be fair, we haven't seen a women's match at HCW in a couple months. Yeah, which is extremely frustrating as a woman who absolutely loves female wrestling and is trying to get HCW behind it.
Listen, I'm a huge Joshi guy. Like, one of my favorite wrestling fans of all time is Ice Ribbon. I love, like, women's wrestling. And so, like, I feel that, but it's so hard to find.
I know. That's what everybody says, and I get it. We lost Heidi. She moved to Colorado. Doesn't mean she won't travel and we won't see her again.
Heidi moved. Lilith's busy. Like, that's the thing too. It's like
C-Rex is busy.
It's the problem is, like, we book such good talent, and the problem with good talent, I'm one of those. One of the good talents is, like, it's hard to keep them around because they're busy.
Yeah, and I understand that, and it's just so.
You got to get your name out there.
Yeah. Well, even while I wasn't injured, like, I only did, I don't know, probably 4 or 5 HCW shows last year. Yeah, because I was busy.
You were traveling quite a lot though.
Yeah.
But I get it. I love it so much. I feel a little like saddened when I don't get to see it. And I get it. I 100% understand why it is the way it is. But so she sits out there and she, talks her shit. There's no real competition, and so far she's not really lying. And she's had that title for
a while.
6 months. Has it been longer than 6 months?
No, that sounds about right.
Yeah,
right?
it's about that.
It was like last summer?
Yeah.
I think is when she got it. Okay, so anyway, she comes out, and we got 2 HCW debuts in Salina. So we got Sadie Bell and Shylin.
Love Shylin.
And, that's what, who was it that was on? Ray loved Shylin, too. He was all about her last night.
She's a unit, dude. She's a unit. Like,
so, let me tell you, when they came out, immediately I love the energy from both of them. They got the crowd behind them, and one of my biggest things I've been trying to do is get HCW, Kansas Independent Wrestling fans actively behind women wrestling, because that tends to be when the fans get quiet, and it pisses me the fuck off.
Yeah, nothing does aggravate more than like when the women show up and it's like, oh, it's popcorn match, go get concessions.
That's time to go take your bathroom break. That's what makes me mad, and Jay knows I'm very passionate about that. There is no reason for you not to stick around, because I have seen some shit for these women.
Yeah.
Like, they do some hell. Like, some of the best shit I've seen has been during the women's match.
I'm telling you, I was talking, I think, off air about it. Like, me and Lilith Grimm, freaking the Cotillion dude. Lilith goes. I was like, I'm
so mad I didn't get to see that.
I've wrestled Lilith, Mickey Knuckles, Randy West. I've wrestled Juniper Gates. Like, I've wrestled like tons.
Were you
of
at
women.
that show?
What?
When he did? Where did you miss that one?
That was
the Cotillion show.
Yeah,
man, dude, that was one of my favorite Wichita crowds, because they were so split.
Yeah,
they're like, Rim's from here and he's awesome, he's the dude, and we're like, but Lilith's so cool and she's a girl, and she's like, where do we go? And they were like, they didn't care who won, they were just happy the match was going.
Yeah, I imagine that match would be fucking phenomenal.
But that's how every HCW women's match should be.
Yeah,
like, we should have, like, the crowd should be behind the girls. Like
I'm trying.
I don't get it, especially with if a lot of our fans are definitely like what I call like TV fans. Like, they watch the E, and the E is doing, in my opinion, really well with the women's division. So like they're kind of in a downward slump right now.
Yeah,
but they had a point.
But before that, they were doing amazing work.
When Bailey was going off, Asuka was going off. We had a great time with that.
Building on the Rhea shit.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Oh my god!
So almost like you were watching some of the best, like, besides, like, Japan does women wrestling the best, but like,
I'm not going to disagree with you.
Yeah, but like, besides them, like, they were watching so much stuff. I was like, that should kind of like grease the gears a bit for them to be into women's wrestling, especially on the indie level.
Yeah.
So, but they just like, nah, it's not my big
I think it's a lot
of. I don't want it.
We need to bring in a lot of these younger fans that are actually watching the E, instead of the fans. Okay, this is going to sound terrible. Fans that are Jay and I's age, who grew up in the Attitude Era.
Well, even like the ones before that who were like, I remember Jerry Lawler fighting in the Memphis times, like, you know, it's like
but
I remember the missing link. It's like,
those are the ones that are not going to be, unless if you're fully clothed, they don't want to watch the match.
Right. They want bra and panty matches. Yeah.
We ain't doing that shit no more. We can respect a woman because they're just as skilled, do just as much. And I will say that these two ladies, Sadie Bell and Shailene, showed up and showed the fuck out. That was a match. That was so, and the crowd got behind it and they got loud. And I was so, like, I'm sitting on commentary and going, I gotta go. Somebody give me a table. I need to be cheering.
Just give me a clipboard and just snap.
I cannot be here right now. Commentary is a terrible place.
Ray was calling her out for being, because, like,
biased.
Yeah. So she likes to tend to call bullshit when people are cheating.
Sure.
Yeah. And they're like, so Ray was like, well,
that's
what
cheating.
about that?
That's not allowed.
That was a hair thing. And she's like, well, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. And it's like, am I hearing this right?
Yeah. There's a little bit of a switch when it comes to the women's match, you know. God bless it. So who was it that won that one? Was it Shailene that won?
Shailene won, yeah.
So we are going to see Shailene, because we were supposed to see Shailene and Mindy in Mulvane.
I don't remember.
I think it was Mulvane on that Friday show.
No, I think it was a show before that.
Yeah, I think it was the...
Okay, we were supposed to say we didn't get it.
Yeah.
Is the point. So,
but now we get it.
Now, maybe we will, because that wasn't necessarily a number one contenders match, but they did show management, hey, here we are.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll get to see these two more often, come back.
Well, that's kind of the thing.
Build up of the women's division.
I think a lot of people don't really realize, like, any match can be a number one contenders match if you show the fuck out.
That's what I'm saying. I think they did.
You know?
I really think they fucking did. And if we could see them more often than not, oh, I'm so excited. Because as of right now, like, Mindy is the women's division.
Facts.
And she needs opponents.
Yeah, she's the badass. She wants to throw hands. She was like...
Well, other than that, she needs to beat the whole men's locker room up, because she's got to do something.
Mindy, if you want it.
I don't know that she's going to agree.
Well, I said the hands are rated E for everybody, so it's fine. equal rights and lefts. It's cool. Like,
I am so proud of those two ladies. I look forward to, one, meeting them, and two, seeing them over and over again. They did not disappoint. They told the crowd exactly what they were supposed to.
Who they were. Yeah. They showed up.
It was so
I don't know where Sadie Bell's from. I know Shailene's from KC, so I know I know who she works with, like, around. I'm like, that's why she's so good, because she has such a good environment.
When you have that wrestling community, even though you're a little, like, down in Oklahoma or Kansas City or even up in Nebraska, you're still floating in the same, like, you guys all know each other. It's so weird to me.
Well, that's how wrestling is, though. Like, for me, I go to any state and I'm like, oh yeah, so and so's here. Oh yeah, so and so's here. Because you've been everywhere. It just becomes a weird little, like, you know, internet style of, like, I know this person, I can text this guy.
Yeah, we go to different companies and we see people that we've seen in other. We're like, oh.
Yeah, that was me at GCW when we were there. I was like, oh,
yeah. Well, Kane Carter was there too.
Yeah, or like when Anakin Murphy, when he was getting power bombed by Manders, freaking he's like, higher ram, I think it's killed. I was like, that's my boy. Like, you know, like.
I thought that was actually hilarious because you were standing on the other corner and I was like, oh yeah, he is here. What the hell?
That happened to like 3 or 4 matches where the guys were like, I ram, and like it was great. Like I was like, oh, the guys love me.
I'm the wrestler. I'm your wrestler's favorite wrestler.
I'm just the dude. I'm a nice guy until you're in the ring with me.
So that leads into the next match, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is Michael Maverick versus Remington Roar, which I already knew as soon as I saw it and was announced. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, before the match started, we were talking about it. It was like, this was the match that we were looking forward to. This match.
Well, it's the only true Haas fight on the card.
It did not disappoint.
Holy shit. Like, right away you guys start with spearing each other and no sound, like getting up going, psh.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? You took a spear from Remington and you just...
I was shocked by the sit-up. I thought he was going to be down, to be super honest. Like, I was like, he's done. Ain't no way.
Well, he's a
and then he speared you?
He gave my respect after that spear, for sure.
Oh, my Jesus. There's something about... You two created magic. In the ring. That was a great fucking match.
Ray said it gave him goosebumps. It was like, dude, this is a match you get goosebumps for. When you see these guys on the card, you know it's going to be a banger. And I was a little disappointed it didn't finish the way I wanted it to.
Well, yeah.
I wanted to see the clean finish.
I thought that Michael would have had a little bit more of a little more balls. I didn't think Blade was going to show up.
Well, to be honest,
do you think he had a choice?
I don't think he had a choice.
Because he didn't call him.
I think Blade's looking out, coming for you.
Yeah, I think honestly, probably Michael probably would have died in a sword the way he was supposed to. 'Cause I was gonna rip him in half with that spear.
And you very well could. I've seen it.
And then Big Bad Blade showed up with that chair.
So how did this match officially end? Is it no DQ? No.
It was DQ and I won because they beat him my arm again.
By disqualification.
So my question would be: did Blade come out to help Michael, or did he literally just come out?
I think he came out to hurt me.
Just you.
I don't think he.
Because he's got his own agenda separate of the Seventh Seal now.
Yeah, because if he came out to help Michael, he would have saved him from No Coast.
Yeah.
Because my boys came out and got me. You know.
That's fair.
2v1, they said no, it's 3v2. So, thank you Temple, thank you Vale. But no, Blade's here to. He knows deep down. I know you do. That if he can't keep me injured enough, I'm gonna take him to the deep water. He's gonna drown.
Well, you speared the bejesus out of him after that match.
He knows. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all saw it on the videotape, but after him and Simon really roughed me up, and I was covered in blood, I looked at the camera and said, "You're gonna have to do better than that. You're gonna have to kill me."
I told you have to damn near kill him to pin him. I don't think that match would have ended with the live person.
I'm
Michael
getting a
Maverick.
little nervous about the idea of you and Blade because I know that match is gonna be vicious. But mad respect for Michael Maverick, who is still somewhat
unit. Once again after that first spear, he set up like it was nothing. I was like, oh man, okay, I got to fight. I got to fight.
You know what's fair? Michael Maverick's been wrestling for 3 years, 4 years. Something like that.
It's not even. I think it might be getting close to 3.
Yeah,
because to be a little bit inside baseball, I was in his first match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I remember when he first started, because he was just training, and him and Jacque were security guys.
Yeah.
And they train so hard, and they're there every night and they have improved
exponentially.
So it's crazy how they've gone from kind of okay matches. When the mask and the dreads were still there, to main event almost every time they walk in, and you being intimidated by what they're gonna do to you.
Well, because I think I realized it even mid-match with Michael, that after everything I threw at him, he sat there, he calculated everything that has happened to him. He's like, okay, he can throw me. I have to hit him before he hits me, and I felt that. Because when I was whooping on him in the corner, I went for that big line. He moved. He hit me with that giant boss man slam. I was like, okay, he's learning. He's quick. He's big and quick, and that's the problem too. I was like, I have to get him down before he calculates my moves. Because my brain kind of turns off a little bit. I don't think as much. It's feral animosity. With him, I can tell he's a thinker, and I think that's a big problem with a lot of people who want to fight Michael later on. Is I think they think he's another big dumb guy. No, he's not.
See, and he proved that a little bit when he was on here. He is very much
he's eloquent,
methodical. The one who kind of turns off the most is Jacque. Yeah. Jacque turns off more. Michael's the brains of that tag team. So he's the one that I would be like, yep, no, I'm not. I don't want him. No, because you can't be smart and big. That's not fair.
No, that's like when I hit him with that big slam. He rolled outside. I went to grab him. First thing he grabbed, my arm. Throws it into the post, and I was like, God damn, he's thinking. I don't want him to be doing that.
And he spent a lot of time with Blade too, so he's learned that if you find the weakness, work the weakness.
Yeah, they know the game plan.
So I would love to actually see that again to a finish. I'm not gonna lie, I really, really would. Not that I want you two to actually die, but that was an amazing match.
Yeah, you guys seem like you were throwing everything at each other and just taking it.
If I was to ever say, somebody said, "Oh, wrestling's fake," 100% would show him that match.
Look at that snowplow off the second and see what he says.
Did you see his spine? It left the building.
It left.
It's just he's like, okay, I don't want to play anymore, and went away. And I don't blame it at all.
Now, I'll set that up, Michael. If you want to do that again, and you keep the roly-poly blade out of it, that's fine.
Roly-poly blade. You can say that, you're a big guy. I'm not saying anything like that.
I'm 270 and wide. What you gonna do about it?
So I think that was, I'm If I was to honestly, there's that one and the very last match are my 2 favorite matches of the whole night.
Oh yeah.
To be fair, but this card was like nonstop.
It was good,
beautiful.
up top to bottom.
So it's hard to actually pick one that I liked. So then we go into the street fight, correct? And this is
Helms and Arthur. Yeah.
So this is the third match.
Third match.
This is supposed to be the rubber match, and Helms called for this, and for some reason Arthur agreed to it. But fucking Arthur ends up winning, does he not?
This match?
Yes.
No.
Who won? Oh no, Helms
won.
pinned him.
Helms did.
So it was an actual finish.
Yeah.
But Arthur brought out some interesting weapons.
Like the skateboard.
Yeah.
Duct tape.
Oh yeah.
Duct tape.
Oh yeah.
On the hairiest man at HCW.
The pyro.
The pyro. Yeah, that confused me.
Do you know I've beeled that man by his back hair?
Have you really?
I really have.
That is crazy.
And by his chest hair.
That is not nice.
100%. I checked. He grabbed me by the beard. He tried to throw me by the beard. I said no. I said snapped and grabbed him and chucked him.
Jesus.
Did you have like handfuls?
Oh, just straight up like Enter the Dragon? Yeah.
That's
Right.
You're like, ew.
I was like, oh my god, so it's like pubic hair.
Why is it so wiry?
So wiry.
It's under my nails.
It's so oily.
So he brought a skateboard with no wheels. He brought the duct tape. He had somehow management use pyro.
No. Remember what Ray said there.
What?
They weren't supposed to touch the guardrail.
So
That was
think,
punishment.
You
for
think
touching
Helms?
the guardrail.
You think Helms is going to listen to the rules?
Exactly.
but
well, that
now-
was the punishment.
But wait a minute. So now management is setting people on fire
You're
if they
damn
don't
right.
follow the rules?
You got to learn somehow.
Hey man.
I mean,
one way or another. Like, it's how it goes.
I think that you should watch that then because you
Trial by
like to
fire.
break, like, if it's a death match.
You acting like I haven't been set on fire before?
I mean, I'm
Oh,
sure you have.
Yeah, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
You just smell that little burning.
It's fine.
Everything's fine.
Once again, the hair will grow back. Just like the skin.
Unless you're Gavin.
Dude, that's just beat it. It never grew in the first place. But no, just like the skin, the hair will grow back. It'll be
He
fine.
does have
Like,
a mustache. You can kind of see
for
it if
now-
you get really close.
So you're saying I should chop Gavin in the mouth,
Oh, shit.
punch it right back through,
The 3 hairs that he has.
rip off Gavin's mustache, put it on my mustache.
You know, that's so funny. Just take a piece of your beard hair. Look, you
This
got
is
a real
mine.
one.
Man, I wish you guys could have saw me. I wrestled him at Skill before,
I heard that.
and I popped the crowd and freaked him out so bad because he was obviously I have very long, luxurious hair, and he was like, "No, your hair is chopped. Your hair is bad." He's like, "I have the best hair in HCW, and I have the best hair in Skill." And he flips his hair, and he's like, "Look," he's like, throws the mirror at me. I look at it, and I was like, I grab his mirror and I start eating his mirror. I break the glass, start eating the glass, and he's just like, "You can't eat my mirror." He was so upset. Like,
I think he mentally shut down completely.
I don't know how to respond to this. I'm like, you don't.
That's
Like,
funny.
yeah, I think I'm in danger. That would be my response, pretty much. So Helms and Arthur put on a hell of a match. That was a lot better. The third one, it feels like because Arthur is still very new. Yes, I know he went and trained down in
With Cody Rhodes.
with Cody Rhodes at the road. It's not called the Rhodes.
The Nightmare Factory.
Nightmare Factory. Yes, I know that, but that doesn't mean that he is still not green.
Well, yeah, he's also not dealing with guys that are 310 pounds, 6'4", and throwing clotheslines from hell.
And
Yeah.
who's also been wrestling for more than 20 years. So, in my personal opinion, he is doing very well, and he's learning. Does he have room for growth? Absolutely. We all do. I think 10 years down the road, he's going to be a completely different person.
Sure.
But
Well-
of all the ones to learn from, Helms would be the one.
After that match, Helms walked up and shook his hand.
He
Yeah.
did. Helms putting his head into that fucking stair. You should hear my reaction.
Oh, with a power driver.
Oh
Bro.
my god! I was like, I've walked up them stairs. Are you crazy? That kid just erased all of his whole high school, elementary,
CTE,
junior.
CTE. Yeah, that's great. No, I think Arthur should be kind of positive about the whole situation because I think, yeah, he didn't get the win, but he survived.
And he got Helms' respect.
Yeah.
Which Helms don't respect nobody.
Yeah.
When's the last time we saw Helms shake a hand?
Right before he closed me.
Yeah, right before the heel
it
turn.
you?
Yeah, right before he closed me.
So that was 4 years ago.
Yeah, he shook my hand. I shook my hand. He hugged me and then said, "Fuck your neck," and hit me.
And that was right when he did the heel turn. So that's been a little bit. So for Aaron or Arthur to give, for Helms to give Arthur that respect is phenomenal. Take it, run with it, learn what you got to. But I'm hoping that means that Arthur has learned not to go up against Helms or chase him. I feel like he's obsessed with him. Like I said, he has a picture above his bed of Helms and just stares at him, thinks about Helms.
Well, I mean,
all the time.
everybody's got goals. If your mountain is that hairy mountain of a man, it is what it is. And
Sometimes can we take a lesson and walk away?
I think he learned that. I don't know if you saw Arthur after that match. That man's lips looked like he got Botox.
I
haven't. Cracked.
I actually have a picture of it. He came up and showed me.
I'm surprised he had teeth. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, sure. Yeah, I saw that. It was I think it was a combination of the bulldog on the chair and then the pile driver on the stairs. I was like, brother, your face and your neck must be hurting. I've been there. It's cool.
He was twitching. So I'm hoping he learned his lesson so that he can move on to fighting other people. But I will say, he is a wild card, and he talks so much shit that I don't blame Helms for popping him in the mouth. Because he still, after all that, was still talking shit. So, you know.
But can't you kind of respect it?
I don't have to respect shit.
That man
but
survived. He said, you know what? I'm still going to pop off with the mouth.
That's
true. It's one of those ones where it's like, I'm going to keep chin wagging until somebody chin checks me, and that's how it's going to be.
Oh, I thought he got chin checked. I was pretty sure he did, but apparently not hard enough.
That true chin check going to leave your jaw sideways.
Oh,
and you can't talk anymore, can you?
Yeah. And that leads. So we took our intermission and came back, and the very first thing that happened after intermission was the tag titles for the thoroughbreds, which what do you call them? The little ponies.
The pony boys.
The pony boys.
Pony boys.
Not the cool pony boys.
So when we first heard about the thoroughbreds, I was like, I wonder what kind of thoroughbreds they are. Are they Arabian or are they Clydesdales? And then you see him and it's like, that dude's a pony. He was little.
Yo, where's the cutie mark like My Little Pony gear? That actually be kind of fire. I'd be kind of dope with that. Like,
that would not be.
We say that, but My Little Ponies are badass.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
You've read the comics.
I also have read the comics.
Then you know.
Yeah, I do know. Same guy.
You heard it here first. He is that big of a nerd.
Don't tell anybody I can read. It's not true. I swear to God.
That's the one thing you're worried about. Not that he likes My Little Ponies.
I can't
that
read.
He can read.
Nope.
You got comic books on tape.
Yeah. The second they think I can think, I'm a problem. It's just they're like,
You're in trouble.
I'm a big My Pony fan. I got Rainbow Dash and Pinkie Pie are my favorites, especially Pinkie Pie.
I have a custom My Little Pony figure I got from or was Air Capital? No, I got it from Planet Comic Con. That Spawn. Put it in my
wow, yeah, that's
really?
awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, that is actually really cool.
Yeah.
So it is the thoroughbreds, which is Atlas Armstrong
and Talon
Graves. So and Billy did not mean to call him
Eric
Atlas or Aaron Armstrong.
I know an Aaron Atlas, so
that's probably where it was going. But it was thoroughbreds versus No Coast Yakuza, and the last time we saw thoroughbreds, they were with the Diamond Kings, and that's when it was like, oh, you were not ready. Yeah. But I didn't think they were going to be any more ready for No Coast, and I was right.
I mean,
well, they put a better showing on.
They cut off the ring the way they're supposed to.
They did.
They're more cohesive. They don't have that aggression yet.
Look, if you're in the ring with Vale, you have to be that. I have seen those kicks. I feel them like the wind.
That was my warm up. I know. I tagged with Vale back when we were the Dark Ages. I know.
I'm just saying.
I know.
I think y'all should have. I think I'd come out like the old member of the Shield with full body armor.
Yeah, D'Lo Brown wearing that chest protector.
Either one of them. I don't care which one's in there. Either one of all three of the No Coast members. Even I'm coming out with a bat or something. Fire.
And brass knuckles, maybe.
We do have brass knuckles.
We do got brass knuckles. Yeah, I was just saying if I needed to protect myself there now, okay?
Look, somebody likes to talk a lot of shit.
I wasn't talking shit.
No, I wasn't saying you.
No, it's Mitch and his big ass head.
Yeah, exactly. He was the one trying to get my ass beat.
I don't even know how that happened.
I don't either. I just know he was like, I think
because he threw it at you because he didn't want to be like, I can take rims. Like, I think you could take rims.
No.
And I was like, that's thrown your way.
I know for a fact I cannot take rims.
I ain't never heard Jay change tone so quick. Like, no, not me. I don't want to fight him.
Listen, Mitch, if you want this, I'm going to remind you of the 90% chop I gave you in Indianapolis. You felt that shit 5 days later. Come talk to me. We can have a conversation.
He's going to push. Just make sure we're not there. He'll push Jay in the way.
Yeah,
it's going to be the thing.
I ain't trying.
Thoroughbred.
I'm going to throw my fins and hit the ground. Something go in defense mode.
You're not supposed to beat senior citizens, Remington.
Hey. I've wrestled Pondo.
He's also a wrestler, though. We're just old
That's
people.
true. He is built different.
Yeah.
He has punctured his lung. I've seen him finish a match. It's crazy.
Jay was a wrestler, but that was long before you were even born, sir. So
that's true.
Yeah.
But no, like I agree. I think the Thoroughbred, they could have had a better time, but they don't have that. They don't have the game turned up. They don't have the
and No Coast is so fucking solidified right now. It's like they don't even have to talk to each other. They just know automatically, and I love to see it. I really do.
They breathe and move.
But the one thing that Billy said on commentary that I was interested in was that the Thoroughbreds do look like they could be part of the cabinet.
That's what I thought. I thought the exact same thing. I'm like, man, they look like...
We thought that the last time we saw them.
Gavins.
And one thing Dickie said when he was on our show is that they are looking for a tag team. So are we going to see... And look, he was wearing a fur coat. Is that not Scream?
Well, I saw that
the
coat
cabinet?
When I saw that coat in the back, I thought it was Ray's. I was like, man, why'd you steal Ray's coat? I was like, oh, okay, never mind.
Wait, it's white. Ray don't like white coats.
Nah.
Nah, he ain't that stupid.
Nah, same for different reasons.
So I anticipate seeing them being in the cabinet.
I could see that. That's not a bad draft for the cabinet, to be honest. Because guess what? They're not fully...
the only thing they'd be missing is a woman.
For now.
But that's what I'm saying. That's the only thing they need to get them a monster.
Yeah, they need.
I know Shane is supposed to be that. He's the freight train, but I think they
need. Well, what's better than one monster than two?
Yeah, if you're going up against things like No Coast with you, who you're like 5 gorillas.
That's right.
And then you got the Seventh Seal, who's got God knows how many monsters. Mm-hmm. You're gonna need more than just Shane. He may be a freight train. But
they need an awesome Kong. They need a China.
Yeah. Oh, see, yep.
Yeah.
They're not ready for this gang warfare.
Everybody's throwing up gang signs.
Well, but the thing about the Thoroughbreds getting picked up by the cabinet, it's not a bad idea for the cabinet because they're not a fully fleshed out team yet. So they're moldable. They're clay.
Yeah.
So Gavin can do whatever he wants with them.
That's true. And then if it comes down to 3-ways, then you throw Shane Davis in with the Thoroughbreds, and I mean
Shane delegates becomes what is that the chairman of war, and just you do this,
yeah. I could see that happening. We'll see what happens. We'll see. Well, we'll be watching promos and all the things, but that was one hell of a fucking match. But No Coast retains their titles, as you knew they would.
Pretty smooth.
Not that the Thoroughbreds didn't have a good game plan going in, but their big mistake was, yes, they cut off the ring and they were working on Temple. But the second they let off and he got Vale in there, that's where they fucked up. Because the whole time, Vale was just chomping at the bit to get in.
It's what we all say at the No Coast Party. We say no coast, no chance. One shot, one kill, no coast, no chance.
That's all he needed, and that's what it was.
Yeah, once I hit you with that big bang attack, it is over.
No way.
You chipped your phone.
It is over. I did?
You did chip your phone.
Oh.
Craziness. That's a brand new phone, and you chipped it right sure.
Ooh.
So then the next match is a 3-way, and it's for...
This match went.
What is this for, though?
It was just a 3-way dance.
Just a 3-way dance?
Yeah.
Well, okay, so you got Mitch Onyx, Malik Mayfield, and Kit, which when I read it, I had it written down, I read it, I was like, I hit? Who's I hit? Because the way it's written... That's what it looks like.
They do, yeah. The K is separated.
I was like, okay, apparently I'm special. Jay's like,
I hit Kit Reaver.
I was like,
that's what Mitch was saying in the back.
I was like, what do you mean? This is Kit, and she's like, oh, Kit. Okay.
Yeah, that's what Mitch was saying.
I sit there and look at myself like, you're stupid. It's okay, Jackie. You're fine. You're just dumb.
It's okay. Reading is also hard for me. Math is also hard, so I get it.
That's why I have a podcast. I don't have to read shit.
I had to say words.
You gotta listen.
We just run our mouths.
It works.
There ain't no damn editing. What are you talking about? So Mitch comes out and he's seeing blue. Malik comes out and he's by himself for now Because did he come out with his tag partner and then his tag partner went out?
No, he came out by himself.
Okay. And then Kit comes out acknowledging the new King's Cup and wearing his Handgun Dan shirt that was made to raise money, which we were selling at this show. We are also selling at the Wichita show. And it is to raise money for Handgun Dan's family.
I'm a little disappointed it's the only Handgun Dan shirt I got, though.
He didn't sell merch. Heels
Didn't
don't
have a
sell
lot of
merch.
man.
Yeah. Heels don't sell merch. It's an old school mentality. We even asked him, and that's what he said. So I mean, I get it. I'm trying to talk Blade into selling merch.
I do. I think they should make not shirts, but I think they should make ski masks.
That'd have been cool.
Yeah, like they put King on it, and this like it'd be tough.
That would be kind of cool.
Or just put a handgun on it. That'd be tough. Like,
yeah.
Pew pew.
Pew pew. Yeah.
I'm gonna make you one that says pew pew on it. With his picture, making that silly ass face that I have in pictures. So Mitch kind of gets, well, they're all in there and they're gonna start. First thing Mitch does is roll out, because he's not there to hurt himself. He's there to win, or what did he say? How did he word it? I can't remember.
He's here to get money.
Work smarter, not harder.
Yeah. Oh, I heard him. He's not going to go the extra way to make sure. It's kind of the opposite of how I work, because I'll hurt myself to make sure you hurt more. But he's the opposite. He's like, I'm going to make sure that I hit you at the exact right moment where I don't feel anything and you feel everything. Mm-hmm. Which, it's kind of like a sniper versus a front row. I get it. They're both ways of fighting.
It didn't work out for him too well in this match.
Didn't. It sure didn't.
They trapped him. They got him in that ring, and
well, yeah, because like Kit's on more on my side. Kit, I know for a fact, because
Kit has the hardcore. Yeah. Kit does more of the hardcore matches than anybody else other than you. Mm-hmm. Like at HGW.
Yeah, I think him and Drake are the ones who bleed the most besides me.
Yep. Yeah. And so, I mean, they chased him around. They got him in, but every chance that Mitch got, he was not going to be involved in any of that. But Kit and Malik together put on a grand show, an absolute grand show. But then once they got their hands on Mitch, excuse me, we should be saying Onyx.
That's what he wanted. He said
Onyx.
Mitchell. I don't give a damn. Call him Mitch.
Oh,
Mitch.
Oh, you stop! Now you're asking for trouble.
What? Hey, man, he tried to get me beat up.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah, you talking I'm big for nothing. Come size up. See if I'm big for nothing. Mitchell.
So Kit Reaver ends up winning this one, correct?
Yes.
And then in the end, we get to see Mitch Onyx just throw a 3-year-old hissy fit. I've never seen a grown man throw a hissy fit before.
Yeah, you don't like losing.
It makes you wonder though if not the No Coast, the Coda brand didn't come out, if it would have ended a little different.
Yeah, because we had Coda. Yeah. Cam didn't come out though. It was Neo Genesis and Billy the Kid. Yeah, so those two came out because Malik came out and distracted them, so they lost. So they came out, but they didn't just distract
they
Malik.
Came after him.
They attacked him. Mm-hmm. So then they come out and they end up.
They chased him off, and then Bourne came out.
Yeah.
And then it got even, and it kind of just went into the back.
They fought all the way back. I saw that. I was like, God damn, it's scrappy.
So they just left Mitch and Kit.
Yeah.
Kit and Mitch.
If they hadn't done that, we may have seen Malik win. We could have, but we'll never know at this point. But Kit rolled him up and got the win, correct?
Well, Mitch rolled Kit up first,
but then he reversed
it in his own roll up.
And that was so fucking smart and so quick that half the audience was still going,
"What happened?
Yeah,
how did he get that?"
But no surprise from Kit, because Kit is very fucking smart.
Like I said, I used to think he was unfocused, but I think his unfocus is his focus.
Yeah, see, I think Kit I think he's a lot like Michael Maverick, that he is constantly thinking. Like he is.
Well, I said it on commentary also. I think they were playing checkers and he was playing chess.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a different type of zen.
Yeah.
I think that's why he comes off the way he does, because he also scouts. Like when he was the Out of Luck champion, he's a scouter. So that's why I think he analyzes every situation, and he's going to do the best he can to figure out, because he knows he's a big guy, but he's not a big guy. He's not a big guy like you or a big guy like Blade, but he likes to make a good impact and a heavy hit, and he's going to do it the best of his abilities. But we also got told on commentary that he's going to be in the King's Cup as well.
Yes, he is.
So we are extremely excited about that. So far that means that Tino Valentino and Kit Reaver
And
Paradox, as far as we know. That has
Are
actually
you going to be
been
in the King's Cup?
I haven't been asked about it yet. I'll hop in if I need to, but currently my sights are a little set right now.
I got you.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'm trying to get my damn belt back.
Oh.
So
You're going to get your
that's
belt.
that original
Yeah.
Heartland belt, huh?
that's my belt.
You're going to get it from Blade?
Yeah, he didn't earn that shit. I did.
No, he just kind of just started walking out with it.
Yeah, they made me turn that in when we started HCW. They said, we're going to make this. And then he starts walking around with that. He's like, oh, the last champion didn't earn this. The last champion didn't do anything for this. And I was like, I beat many a man for that.
When he brought that out, the very first thing he does is laid it on our table in
Yeah,
front
he
of
said
us.
it right in front of us.
And Jay and I were like,
Of course he does that when I'm gone, too.
I know, I think you were getting ready to go to Japan?
No, I was on injury.
Were you?
I
Oh, that was
injured.
when you had your arm
because
injury.
he knows for a fact if I was two armed and two legged, I'd walk out and headbutt him into the dirt. So I'm like, no, why are you bringing that out? We
were
about it.
confused.
Me and Billy talked about this. We turned that belt in for solidarity to make ACW its own thing, and so we put that in the past. We made that legendary belt left behind.
So how did Blade get it if you gave it to Billy in management?
He probably found it. He probably had Simon's little gremlin ass hands come out and find it somewhere.
I mean, if it's in a gearbot bag.
Yeah, you can imagine him like running through the rafters trying to find it.
I can imagine Simon slinking through some areas very easily. He's a quiet little son of a bitch.
Yeah, he's just mad because he can't get any belts himself, so he has to go find one.
When it doesn't matter.
One he didn't even earn.
What is it y'all say? Possession is 9/10 of the law. I'm not defending him, but that's
9/10 of the law.
yeah.
But I'm also one of those ones. I'm like, hey, when I want my shit back, and you're afraid to run these hands.
But you are an unofficial member of the Seventh Seal. How do you feel? How do you feel about this? He's gonna destroy your friend Blade.
I'm just gonna sit back and watch. There's nothing I can do.
Yeah, it's probably the best for you, man. Because I'm planning on ripping his face off and breaking him down to the bones and sucking the marrow out.
Oh my god!
Do you want sauce with that?
Nah.
You want some bread?
I want it raw.
Oh.
Carnivores.
I want it raw. I want to feel
I'm
all.
hearing a song.
Yeah, the ODB. Yeah,
baby, I like
once again, he
raw.
talks about it. He talks about it with Chance. He talked about it with, who was it? He talked about it with pretty much everybody. The Seventh Seal is touched. He's taking down to the deep water.
I'm taking him to the deep water.
And I was like, I don't think you understand, man. I'm the megalodon down here.
Oh, so we're going even deeper. We're going to the
I'm
Mariotic
way down
Trench
there.
or whatever the hell it's called.
Mariotic Trench, the deepest part of the ocean. I'm in the part where you can't even see. Light doesn't exist.
That's crazy.
And if you want me down there, you want to take me down there, that's fine. Just understand what you're fishing for, and I really hope you can swim.
So before that happens, should we get like extra EMTs? Probably.
I guess if you care about Blade like that.
Hopefully, when they come back, one of them brings me one of them little light up cuttlefish.
Oh, the little, yeah. I'll get you the vampire squids.
There we go.
Yeah.
Nice.
Remington brought me a cuttlefish.
I don't like the Seventh Seal no more. I got a cuttlefish.
Fuck them guys. Did you give me a cuttlefish? Okay, so.
So now we're on to the main, right?
The main event, and
Listen, Sandy.
this is a contender for #1 match of the year. It will be on the voting card. It has to be. There's no way for it not to be. With Logan Knight versus Chance Kerrigan. And I've never hated being... this is our first time on commentary. And between this and the women's match, I absolutely hated being on commentary.
Yeah, you wanted to probably shout
Oh,
everything.
my...
You wanted to shout everything.
God, I was so amped up. My heart was pounding. Like, this match... Logan came out, since he's come back from his wife having her baby and injury... From the knee injury, he is a completely different person.
Yeah.
It's almost like Delilah. Cut what's his ass's hair in the Bible.
Samson and Delilah.
Samson.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I got Delilah, couldn't get Samson. He's a completely different person, except for he's more powerful without the hair. Which is a crazy thought to me.
Well, it reminds me of, to go back to comic books, it reminds me of when Thor became unworthy Thor.
Oh, that's true.
When Thor lost the hammer and he lost his hair. He became this, shrouded, kind of dark character who just I don't give a damn. I have one mission, I'm going to go for it.
And he had to be, it was very vicious until he earned the right back. And that was a long road.
And I think that's what Logan's trying to do with that belt.
You think so?
I think he's looking for his Mjolnir. He's looking for that hammer to be like,
I like that take on it because that's how I see Logan anyway. I see him as a very mythical
Lord
of the Rings type.
He's a very Greek hero.
Yeah.
You know, Sadly, he does have his what's his name, the God Eater in his way, which is Drake.
You know, and that's the thing is this match was phenomenal. Chance gives fuck all. I mean, like he is the most dominant champion we have had at HCW, period, hands down. And that's
still ain't beat me.
That's true, but
just to say that.
Just as far as the title defenses,
I get it.
He's only lost once.
He's consistent.
He is.
He's consistent.
He has been put on some serious battles, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so this fight with Logan was already phenomenal, and we were chomping at the bit for a clean finish, one way or the other. And fucking Drake.
Mm-hmm.
So who actually won the match? Because technically Logan wins the match through
it was a disqualification.
DQ.
Logan won.
But you can't win a title.
You can't win a
I
title
know.
with a
Which is
disqualification.
bullshit.
Which fucking Chance
Logan
did not give a shit.
Had that match won, though. We hit him with the brainbuster and an emo killer.
Yep.
But
do you think that Chance invited Drake? No. Or you? Because Drake's his own. Like he said it on here.
Yeah,
I'm gonna come
Drake
when
told
I'm
you
come.
he's gonna come when he feels like it, and that's.
He don't give a shit.
Chance is an opportunist. Of course, it's like if Drake shows up, you're like, sweet, I don't gotta worry about nothing. Drake's on a warpath. I'm gonna step aside.
Yeah, let it
And
happen.
he did,
That's
and
what
he
did.
laughed the whole time.
He was smiling.
How he like fucking slammed him into the mat five
He
times.
gave him like 5-6 power bombs, and then
The package power driver.
yeah, just everybody that came out,
Everybody getting it.
Everybody took it.
Yeah, the entire locker room. It was like whenever they did the Rumble and everybody who got in was chopping Gavin. It was fucking Drake was
You
like,
get
"Oh,
a
you
driver.
want?"
You
And
get
you
a
know what?
driver.
And he
You
had
get
a
a
smirk
driver.
on his face the whole time. He's doing like he's living his best life. He's like, "Oh, you want one too?
Yeah, it's Drake's happy place.
You're welcome."
I get it. It's the same. Well, we talked about it. We know nobody bleeds in ACW more than me, Drake, and Kit.
Yeah.
Our happy place is when we're covered in crimson, feeling a leak, and we're just like, we're here, we're alive. Like it's
like an adrenaline rush almost.
Yeah. Well, it's the sign. It's like, okay, we're living and breathing.
Yeah, we're working.
Because I always live by the rule: if you ain't bleeding, you ain't fighting. So.
I mean, that's fair. Drake's super happy.
Mm-hmm.
Logan's not happy.
Logan is not.
Chance retained his title, so because you can't win it that way, so he's super fucking happy, and the only one who's unhappy is the rest of the audience.
Yeah, I was a little.
So it's got called. Billy comes out. He's like, "Don't break my shit." He's like, "Stop it, knock it off, Drake, stop." And he says, "Steel cage." What is it? July 19th? No, 18th.
I don't
have my
remember.
paper.
I think it's July 25th.
19th.
19th.
July 19th.
Oh, it's
18th.
July.
In Salina. No, 19th.
That's June.
Okay, July, whatever the fuck.
18th.
There's a
The one on the top
in front
there,
of a
babe.
number.
July 18th.
July 18th in Salina, steel cage.
Steel cage.
Drake Gallows.
Nowhere to run to, baby.
Logan
Nowhere to hide.
Drake
Yeah,
loves
dude.
this fucking steel cage, man.
Yeah.
Man. Is this Logan better? And you know what? I forgot to mention. He got a low blow from Chance, and Logan came prepared. He had a cup.
He sure did.
That was so fucking smart, bro. Do it again.
Well,
Except for this next
he wasn't
guy.
gonna lose the same way the second.
He
the
needs
first-
to do like Americano, and just get like steel plates in random.
Not his blockages.
Yeah, just-
armor.
That's what needs to happen. I think there's gonna this won't be the first time Logan's bled in a match, and I'm pretty sure this is gonna be a bloody match.
He's not afraid to, especially like the new Logan. He's
Yeah.
not afraid to go to war about it.
No.
Especially now, because like I don't know, man. After that that incident with Stormy and Drake, and when he was, how many brainbusters did Logan throw?
9?
Like 9? Yeah, he's a man possessed. He's a man
I don't know.
possessed.
Yeah, he is. He also wants to. He's not just possessed, but he also has he feels like he needs to prove that he can hold that title just as well as any fucking buddy else, and I believe he can.
Yeah.
I do. It's just a matter of getting all these other fucking obstacles out of his way, because there's not a hell of a lot you can do. Logan had that if it hadn't been for Drake coming out.
Yeah.
And would we have been mad to see Logan holding that title? Hell no. At least me personally.
I don't mind.
You make it sound like I don't want Logan to win.
No, I'm leaving it open for you to say whatever. I'm not putting words in your mouth.
Okay.
I don't mind fighting Logan. I don't mind fighting Chance. So whoever gets that belt, I'm happy about it.
Are you are you going after more than one person at a time?
Blade's first.
Oh, okay.
Blade's number one.
And then after that, it's whoever.
Yeah. Well, after that, we'll see what happens with that belt.
Have you fought King?
King Carter?
Yeah.
I beat King Carter.
When?
We had a one-on-one. God, it was probably a year and a half ago. It was like when Kane first started coming around.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But it was in Wichita.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Great match.
Okay.
He went hard. We went hard. But
Yes. I was trying to remember. That would have been a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that was when Dutch brought him in.
Yes.
And he was still really, really green.
Mm-hmm.
Or not green as far as wrestling.
New
but
for HCW.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, new
there.
for us.
So.
Yeah. I beat King.
Wow.
No offense to the Independence title. I'm not really looking for I'm looking for the top of the mountain. I'm the top of the food chain. I'm looking for that big gourmet steak at the end of the buffet. Appetizers are cool.
So whoever's holding that title, whether it's Chance, whether it's Logan, whether it's anybody.
It's eat or be eaten. Everybody.
Wow. Do you have anything else to add?
No, that was a great show. I'm glad we got to do commentary. That was fun.
That was fun.
That was really fun.
Commentary was fun.
There's certain people that when you do commentary, it's like, man, I'm glad I got to call that match. Like, I'm glad I got to call a Tino match. That was awesome. I'm glad I got to call that match with Remington and Michael. That was awesome. There's a couple other people I wouldn't mind calling match for, but they weren't there. So
Yeah.
It sounds like you might get another opportunity to call some more shows.
What?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Who knows?
Wow. Talk about Jay's ego just went. Whoa.
Every match is a number one contenders match. You showed out, you do whatever. Is how it goes.
Everybody's a winner.
Everybody's a winner. If you do good, you keep doing good. That's how it goes.
Hey, we enjoyed it. It just happened to fall in our lap. The other thing's not happening again. It will never happen again. Don't ask.
Boo? Question mark?
Yeah, no, will never. Did it once. Check that off the list.
I think it did. She did a great job.
Okay, sure. I hope so. I believe him.
No, I'm never singing the national anthem ever again. It's not going to happen.
You did fine.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. But anyway, thank you.
Do you have any socials you want to push?
It's carnivore_roar on Instagram. You can find me under Remington Roar on Facebook. I don't ever use Twitter, so don't look at it there. Instagram's where I post most of my stuff because I can get most of my bloody stuff there.
They're not as strict on their stuff.
Yeah, they're chill about it. I can post all my gory, fun nonsense on Instagram.
Maybe that's somebody else I should start following since I'm only following 2 people.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, you'll see all my whatever I'm at. That's where you'll find
on
me.
Instagram.
You're following 13 people.
Am I?
Yeah, it's your TikTok that you're only following.
No, who else am I following on Instagram?
It doesn't matter. But anyway, go ahead.
Follow me. That's pretty much the main ones. Use Instagram. They'll find me. Travel around the states, possibly other countries like I have been doing.
Do you have your own YouTube?
I don't have my own YouTube because the fans do it for me. So if you want to find out what I do, look up Remington Roar on YouTube. You'll find probably a multitude of my matches, either from here or out of the country or all over the nation. I'm gonna hopefully have a merch store up soon as well.
Fabulous.
My original internet site, which was Deathmatch Worldwide, sadly had to close. So I'll probably have either my new stuff at ihateartists.com. So if not, I'll be making my own. So
hey, that's cool. Sometimes those stores work better because it's easier because you can just have your QR code or whatever and have them order it.
Yeah, it was also great because I could have designs that were website exclusive.
Yeah,
so.
That's how I got a shirt for Heidi. She never had merch, and so we ordered them, or he ordered them for me for my birthday.
I have a sick Lobo design that nobody's ever seen because it was on the merch one. I love Lobo. Yeah, it's literally so.
Another thing we've got in common.
Yeah,
that's my favorite. Is Lobo.
Yeah, my shirt is literally it's me, but is drawn up as the first solo series of Lobo, where it's him with the squint eye biting his lip. It's me doing that.
Oh my god,
yeah, it's sick.
Stop man crushing them over. Follow Tag 'em Bag 'em on all socials except for Instagram is under my name, and okay. Comment, criticize. I think that's it. We had a grand time. We look forward to the next show in Wichita, which is actually next Saturday, June 27th on Saturday at Osage Rec Center.
The 27th? Yeah, it's 27th. That's right.
And then we'll be back on the 18th in Salina. And then the next one we'll get married. July 25th. Woo! Holy shit. That's going so fast. Yay. Anything else?
Nope, I think that's it.
Thank you, sir, for gracing with your
Thank you
presence.
for having me. I had a great time.
All right. Well, bye, guys. Have a wonderful day.